need to make sure that you have a man advantage. It just makes it that much easier to take a site. Op Jesus takes down JC with a flank. It actually takes down another. It takes down Taco Trash. Taco Panda's tagging stuff up. Op Jesus gets another one. Op Jesus from the flank just doing amazing work. And Pocky gets another one. And that's going to be a pause coming out of NACL. They know they've lost a lot. And it's just a rough round.
Yeah, definitely a rough round coming out from NACL. Getting flanked and obliterated by Op Jesus there. And it looks like we are going to be seeing another tech pause, although it's already going to be coming out again. So I assume it's just going to be some microphone issues which are going to be resolved. And the pause, again, coming out now. 4-3 Excelsior bringing themselves back. And, it's not looking that great for NACL here with the play they've been having. They've been getting sloppy, as Excelsior at the same time has been getting very good compared to the first couple of rounds that they had. Nade's going to be going down mid. Alano having a chance to pick up Op Jesus with a grenade in his hand is going to be missing the shot. Although JCJR8 not letting Op Jesus pick up those kills into mid. A drop down to 1 HP actually, just barely winning that fight. Now there's just 2 players left on this A side as the rest of Excelsior are going to start to rotate. Both B players coming down banana to make sure there's no fake happening. Although look at this, Alano could do so much damage in the position he's in the Mexico position. They do not know he's here. Question is going to be, will they check it? They will, but he's still going to get the kill. Does he know there's another one, and will they go for that hunt? Does not look like Rejected Galaxy wants to. As I say that, he is going to be looking for that, although Alano backing up, not letting anything happen. That's going to be a good grenade from Occlusion, doing a decent amount of damage. And Excelsior right now just mowing these players down as Occlusion picks up another 2 versus 2 now. An AK and an Op versus 2 AKs. It's the same thing we had just a couple rounds ago. Occlusion spots out that player on site. He's not going to be able to find it immediately. He will find it in the end, but not before Rejected Galaxy goes down. Now it's just a wait on this Molotov. Op versus AK. Taco Trash versus Occlusion. Now 1 versus 1 on this A site for the tie game. Will he be able to find it? No. NACL will pick up the round, making it 5-3.
Yeah, what a round. Excelsior almost brought it back. Rejected Galaxy with 2 super strong picks in mid, actually. After such a good flank from Alano in Mexico, they just cannot do it, and that's another round for NACL. It was super close, though. I mean, they just need to start winning these rounds with a bigger man advantage. If you look at their economy, the only player who actually has a decent economy is going to be Taco Trash with 5,400. All the other players are 1,600 or below, meaning that they can't actually fully buy if they lose this. Excelsior, same situation. All of their players are decently low. They do have a bit more money, but they are going to have a buy of 4 M4s and 1 UMP on balcony, making sure that the UMP's in a tight spot where it's going to be very, very hard to take them down. But as I say, that Linoski picking up Op Jesus early on in the round. They're slowly pushing up. Rocky Panda just cannot the shot. Linoski with an amazing entry as well. Craze for War does trade out Linoski. Peeks back. And Occlusion also trades one out. And now it's a 3v3. Anything could happen. They planned, but JCJR8 gets an amazing flank. And Rejected gets taken out, and that's the round going to NACL. They brought it back from a 3v3 with the amazing flank, and yeah, it's super strong.
Yeah, very strong round from NACL there. Bringing it back, they had a bit of a disadvantage to start out with, but coming into this round, it is going to be a broken economy for Excelsior. Like you said before, they're not going to be able to buy P250s on 3 of these players. Pretty much a full save from Occlusion there, and a deagle on Op Jesus. This looks like it should be a very easy round for NACL, although we've seen some very crazy rounds, and HSEL is notorious for having eco rounds work so much better than any other league for these teams. So it's going to be very interesting to see if anything's able to come out from the Excelsior side, although this is playoffs. This is the best that HSEL has to offer across every single region. It's going to be very interesting to see, again, how much damage Excelsior is going to be able to do with only these pistols. NACL here slowly walking up the banana position. It looks like the bomb is gravitating towards that area too, so it looks like This is going to be a B push for T players moving up banana. 2 players from Excelsior on that site. It is going to be Rejected Galaxy. Pocky Pandas, the push is going to be coming out. Playing very passively, not looking for these fights immediately. That's going to be both these CTs dropping down immediately. Lenoski actually going down over towards that A side. The rotation coming out, although not much that NACL is going to be able to do. It's really relying on OpJesus being able to pick up that pick with that Deagle, which he's not going to be able to do. And at this point, Craze for War with the AK is going to be saving out. Occlusion actually able to pick up one for himself with that P2000. He's looking to see if he can find himself a gun. He's not going to be able to find one. He's going to be caught out. Round number 7 for NACL is Excelsior here, holding on to his AK into the next round. It's going to be very important for them, especially looking at the economy. Not every player is going to be able to make a full buy, so this will allow, if they do go for a buy, for a rifle to be able to be dropped off of Craze War.
Yeah, and it looks like Excelsior will be able to buy, especially with an op that's just been so strong on occlusion. So it's going to be interesting to see if he picks that up. Does have the money for it, and that's exactly what he's going to do. Does look like he is going to go for... Actually, he's not going to go for an early mid pick. He's actually going to play in pit with an op. Interesting play. Fallout Assassin taking banana control fast. OpJesus peeked it and just ran away. They know that they're not taking a fast B. That's some info gain, but not a lot. NACL is very good at taking this slow, and what looked like such a strong 3-round string from Excelsior just turned into NACL bringing back that round advantage. There's so many strong players on team with such high scores. You see Alano 11-5 and JCJR8 12-7. Really strong scores. Excelsior aside, Occlusion 13-8. Very, very strong. Craze for War does get taken down by Lenoski on a site, and everyone started rotating. Occlusion, like I said, strong player, gets another one. Takes down Lenoski and Fallout, and that's a 4v3 advantage. They're slowly rotating out. OpJesus takes him out, and JCJR does get one, but gets taken down, and now it's all down to Alano. He's in Boiler, does get one, does get naded out. He actually gets the second. This could be a clutch. They might fail this. Alano gets the third. Alano with the amazing clutch coming out. That was insane. He brought it back. They had the 3-man advantage, but Alano with the off. 14-5 now with an amazing round to bring it back.
Alano saving his team in that round there, making the scoreline 8-3 and putting Excelsior on yet another eco round. And this time, there's not going to be many buys from anybody. It's going to be a CZ on OpJesus and a P250 on Rejected Galaxy. Other than that, it is no buys from anybody. And this is, again, looking very in favor of the NACL team picking up this round. 3 players on this B site. They're changing up their eco just a little bit, trying to trick out the NACL, pick up a couple picks, hope to find something in this round. Although, looking at the firepower on both these teams, Excelsior is most likely just hoping to do some damage and get as much money as they can to come into the upcoming round. Lenoski pushing up into the A site, hoping to find something. Rejected Galaxy's waiting to find him. I don't believe he heard him there, although I may be wrong. Rejected Galaxy playing the position almost every round. And Alano not letting anybody push out. That's going to be a good pick from Lenoski. Looking for number 2, isn't quite going to find it. Fallout Assassin will be finding it. Look at this player on the A site. Stops for the fuse. I'm sorry, the plant. Not able to do anything other than that, though. If that player on A had a rifle, that could have been disasters for NACL, but luckily for them, he only had a USPS. And OpJesus, the last player alive on the Excelsior side, looking to 4v1 this with a CZ. Looks like he may just be going for exits at this time. No chance for him to really be able to pick this up, and a bit paranoid they're going to be walking around from behind him. He's hoping to pick up one. If he's able to pick up Alano here, that's going to be a great pickup for the Excelsior side. That's going to be the AWP coming into that round without having to buy one. Although his team will be right behind him to back him up. gonna be able to find anything. Alano gonna flick around and just obliterate the head of Op Jesus, making it 9-3. Nothing saved from Excelsior.
If you actually look at that round, that was very interesting. Alano got tagged down by I think it was Op Jesus who was back there, and he had 23 HP and actually died from the bomb, and they didn't have time to pick up his op. So he is gonna actually have to buy that back, and now he's on 200. Occlusion trying to be aggressive on Banana, misses the shot, has to rotate back, and that was a bit sloppy. I think that Op Jesus definitely hit some very nice shots, but Alano definitely should have gotten back. He did not have to die to bomb, and now he has pretty much no money and actually low on utility, only a flashbang on him now, but looks like it is going to be okay. His teammates can buy him, they have decent economy, and it's just still going to be a 5v5. If we look at the minimap, Lenoski's actually fully pushed up on A. JC takes out Rejected, and Op Jesus within Op and Pit misses the shot. Lenoski nades it, it's going to be over. He gets naded down. Craze for War does get the trade, but it's a 3v4 retake on A. That's super hard. As I say that, Occlusion does get the pick, but 3v3 people are getting spammed down. Lenoski in a really strong position, but Occlusion yet again. He peeks out. Lenoski actually misses, and Occlusion with 3 kills might just bring this back for the team. Taco Trash is not in a position to actually hold bomb, and they can hear him. Pocky peeks it. He misses. Taco Trash pushes in, and he also kills Occlusion. Occlusion trying so hard to win up for his team, but not possible.
Looking over at these stats, Occlusion playing so well for his team right now. 18-11. The next best performing player is Craze for War, sitting at 7-8. So yeah, Occlusion here trying to do so much for his team. Unfortunately, the rest of those 4 Excelsior players are not quite awake yet. Hopefully we'll be able to see them wake up against the NACL team coming into the next few rounds, at least the next map, compared to the NACL players who are playing so well. And look at this push-up from Op Jesus. Will he be able to catch up Lenoski? Yes, he will. It's going to be an AK in his hand, as well as a free kill. Spotted out by the T's. He will escape towards A, although he's being hunted by Alano. He's going to be dropped on 19 HP, running away. Alano wants his kill. He's actually going to run into Craze for War, so he will pick up 1 for himself. He's still hunting Op Jesus, which he's going to be able to find. 2 versus 3 now. Is not looking good for Excelsior right here. Rejected Galaxy and Pocky Panda, the only ones left in Pocky Panda now. Alone as his teammate is mowed down in mid. 3 versus 1. 10-3 is the scoreline. Excelsior need something to happen to bring themselves back into this game. This is a best of 3, so if they do lose this map, it will not be over, and there is overtime enabled, so they could play for that. Although, like Thomas said earlier in this game, it is a single elimination bracket. There are no second chances in the playoff series. It's going to be at least a gun in the hands of Pocky Panda, and it looks like that's going to be good enough for him. Getting out, he's going to need to run away. He only has 14 HP, which he's going to be noticing. And he will get away. That's going to be an AK in the hands of Excelsior, although will it be enough to bring themselves back into this game? That is the question at hand right now.
Yeah, and sorry, NACL already getting past double digits. At 11, a 10-5 half would have been extremely strong, but I mean, at worst, they have an 11-4 half, which is just such a massive deficit for Excelsior. It's going to be interesting to see what they do on T-side, making sure that they can get those rounds. And Occlusion, with an amazing flick, actually catches Alano off. Fallout Assassin is in a Molotov, but he does get out in time, and that's the main advantage for Excelsior. It just seems like Occlusion every single round just finds those entry picks, and Excelsior should be playing off of that, but just not able to this match so far. Don't know which team did choose this map, but it's looking
This
like
was Excelsior.
NACL did. Oh, actually, Excelsior did pick this map, so that's mildly concerning for them. Fallout Assassin misses a shot on Op Jesus. Does look like he is gonna leave. It's a 4v5. Craze is tagged down, but so is Fallout Assassin. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. They have 4 people on A. This is going to be a very hard fight here. It's a 4v4 site take. Hockey Panda missing his shots, but still takes down Lenoski. Occlusion also gets Taco trashed. Hockey's going to repeat, misses his shots. Assassin does get tagged down. He's going to flash it, maybe repeat, but Craze for War does get another one, and that does look like it's going to be an 11-4 half as JCJR8 does get taken down.
Yeah, 11-4.5. It is really looking grim for the Excelsior team. This was their map pick. The next map is going to be Mirage, which is the pick of NACL. Hoping right now that Excelsior is just having a bad map. This is just them getting warmed up. Although, looking at the way they've been playing right now, it looks like the only player that's remotely in the server right now is Occlusion. The rest of these Excelsior players are just getting obliterated by NACL, especially the 2 players, Alano and JCJR8, doing so well for themselves. 19-7 and 16-11, respectively, for those 2 players. We're going to be getting into the second half right now. Excelsior pretty much need to win this pistol round to bring themselves back into this game, or at least bring themselves to a point where they'll be able to have any realistic chance at coming back into it. And, we've seen comebacks before. They may just be a better attacking team than they are a defending team, so it's going to be interesting to see how this goes here, although the pistol round, very important for them right now.
Yeah, and just a small side note, I think it's the second fragger on Excelsior is doing just as good as, or almost as good as the second top fragger on on NACL, so very interesting.
Yeah, interesting to see that. And it looks like we are going to be seeing a relatively quick play coming in towards this B site. Shots raining out, no players going down, only a couple of hits coming out of the JCJRA, picking up one for himself. Up Jesus, trading out Taco Trash to make it a 4 versus 4. And the bomb running towards the A site. This is looking very similar, if not identical, to the first pistol round we had in this game. And that's going to be Pocky Panda going down. The bomb is actually going to be in control of Volano. This could be disastrous for the Excelsior players. That's going to be Op Jesus picking up the bomb, escaping into the App's position, and will wrap it around to that site. Although, look at this. All 4 of these NACL players are going to be moving. They think it's a B. They think this. Look at this. All the NACL players are running back. I think they're suddenly starting to realize that this is not actually a fake. And Op Jesus picking up one for himself, able to get onto the site. Now it is a 3 versus 2. The bomb will be going down. Craze for War trying to hold back JCJR8. Although the rest of the NACL players have arrived. 3 versus 2 now. Bomb is planted. The time is ticking right now. Op Jesus picking up 1, picking up 2. Actually, that's going to be Craze for War picking 1 up for himself. And Excelsior, a roller coaster of a round right there. Winning the pistol round 5-11 is exactly what they needed to do to start to bring themselves back into this game.
Yeah, NACL, they were having such a strong half, but that was, I mean, I've been saying this a lot, but that was definitely very sloppy. They did not have to rotate at all there. They just should have held one site, and if it was B, they could have just all rotated in, and it would have been a 4v2 retake, which is a lot better than 3v2, especially if it's at B. But it's going to be an interesting round coming out. Excelsior does get that all-important round. Rejected, making sure that they don't lose to an eco by taking out JCJRA, although Op Jesus is at 21. Tagged down pretty hard. Fallout Assassin is at 12, and it looks like there is going to be a 2-person retake through Construction and 2 people on Banana. Lenoski gets a kill, and actually, they are getting so many kills! Alano and Taco and Lenoski with 1, and now it's down to Craze for War and Alano. This would be devastating if it was lost. Alano actually knows where he is, and he gets the shot, and that is an eco round from NACL. Alano with 3 kills with the UMP, Taco and Lenoski also getting some. And Rejected Galaxy, Craze for War get 2, but it's just not enough in NACL. For almost full ecos, Excelsior, to get the second round back on the second half.
Yeah, NACL, they're definitely showing their power picking up a semi-eco there. 12-5 is now the scoreline. And just like that, it's going to be a bit of a broken economy for both teams, although that's after the bye from NACL, so we're going to be seeing a P250, a Deagle, and for whatever reason, a Bison coming out from OpJesus. He may have something up his sleeve, although that gun, never really the greatest idea in terms of what you can buy. Looks like it is going to be pretty much all these players moving it towards that A site. Craze for War is going to be sitting in the Mexico position, trying to catch up any rotators. Rejected Galaxy is going to be dropped down very low, although he's not going to be quite going down yet. And OpJesus, you know, I was criticizing that Bison, although he picks up one with it, will not be able to find anything else, and it is just trades for both these teams. 3 versus 2 right now, and in the end, NACL picking up the round 13-5.
Yeah, there were a lot of gunfights that definitely could have gone the way of Excelsior. That was a very scary round, but in the end, NACL made sure that they could pick it up, and now it's 13-5. That is just so hard to come back from, but it is going to be the buy round. Excelsior, if you look at the equipment value, 20k, NACL 24k. They have a bit of an advantage, but not by much. Pretty even buy from both teams. It's just going to be down to individual skill. Evolution trying to get the early pick and actually tags 2 players down, but just can't finish them all. Fallout at 28, JC at 13. That is very unfortunate. OpJesus does catch Taco Trash being way too aggressive in mid, pushing up way too far. And that's going to be 3 people on B and only 1 on A. Still going to slowly start taking the B site though. And OpJesus still holding it, actually rotates out to Banana, and it looks like they are going to do a B take now. JCJRA, 7 health, Fallout Assassin at 28. They don't have any nades, so they can't nade him out. Fallout takes 1 bullet and he's down. JC in CT still actually gets one with 8 HP, but Linoski gets taken down. OpJesus just holds D, kills him, and Alano gets taken out by Craze for War, who's all the way down Banana, and that's another round for Excelsior.
Yeah, finally Excelsior here showing something, as they're going to be finally picking up another round. Buys for them, 5 AKs on their T-side buy here, and we're going to be seeing them. Looks like it is potentially going to be an A push. We're going to be seeing plenty of players going up all mid, and that bomb actually maybe being caught out by Fallout Assassin. He looked like he wanted to get aggressive there. He's not going to be doing so quite yet. And B playing a bit aggressive, although it looks like this bomb does not quite want to be going there as of right now. 3 players on A. And look at this push from behind. If they don't move now, this could be devastating from Fallout Assassin. Occlusion picking up an early pick for himself. And Fallout Assassin actually picking up 1. He's not going to be able to make it to that AK-47, although do they know the second player is pushing behind. He's going to be looking for that AK. He's not going to find it. Go for the fight with the P250. He's going to get the kill. Although it is all up to him now. And that is going to be number 7 for Excelsior.
Yeah, definitely some small misplays. Fallout definitely should not have tried to go for that AK. Taco Trash also pulled out his knife when they were pushing apps. If neither of those players did that, definitely might have been a different round, but it happens. People make mistakes, and that's a 7th round for Excelsior. Having a really strong T-side, especially compared to what they had on CT, so it's going to be interesting. They definitely could come back, especially if it's their map pick. They must feel at least a bit comfortable on it, but NACL, 5-man stack on B. It does not look like it's going to work out, as Occlusion with the bomb is going to take A. Yeah, they are levitating towards A. They're slowly clearing stuff out, making sure they don't die, and NACL realizes, hey, it's definitely not B, guys. Let's all rotate. So, everyone on NACL slowly getting through, all the way back to A. Very good smoke from Occlusion. And instantly taking down Milano, just trying to get out and make that quick play happen, but it's just not going to work. OpJesus takes down Linoski, rejected with Taco, and Crazed with JCJR8. And it looks like it's over. Fallout with P250 gets taken down, and that's just a clear wipe from Excelsior. very strong round coming out of them.
Yeah, very strong rounds coming out of them. It looks like we're going to be seeing a bit of a force coming out from NACL. And we're going to be seeing an SMG still on Taco Trash, and a lot of lack of utility there. Only 2 flashes combined in total for the NACL team. The bomb on Excelsior is going to be gravitating again towards A. Alano here looking for occlusion, although he's going to be falling back and getting up on that railing to try to find him when he pushes out. Not gonna matter though, as he actually way matter. He picks up one. The AWP is not gonna stop him though. He craves for war. Picking up the rotator. It is all now left to Fallout Assassin. Looks like this is gonna be round number 9 for Excelsior, and that it will be. Rejected Galaxy dropping out Fallout Assassin, and suddenly they're just a few rounds away from tying up the game.
Totally, it's an insane comeback, and if you look at Excelsior, a lot of their players last half were definitely lacking. We went over that very quickly, but if you look at the score now, you have Off Jesus 18-16, Craze for War 17-11, Rejected Galaxy 13-16. Very respectable scores. Craze for War, like I said, he's a strong player this half. Already takes out Fallout Assassin. He is tagged down all the way back to 11 HP. And NACL, they're all going to actually rotate through CT. It's actually the correct call. Bomb is going to be on A. Don't know if the T's are going to be called out by this, though. Projected does see JC, and Alano takes out Craze. This is a scary round. Especially with that flank, Alano gets 2, and now it's all down to Pocky and Off Jesus. Doesn't look like Lenoski or JC can get AKs. But that is so scary. You do not want this round to go back down to a 2v2.
That's an SMG at least.
Yeah, Lenoski might be able to do something with that SMG. Op Jesus does have an off. It's going to be very hard to actually work with that. Does take down 50-50, and Lenoski can't hit the spray, and that is the round taken back, but it was scary for a while there.
Yeah, definitely looking very scary for them. Well, in the end, Excelsior picking up the round 10-13, now just 3 rounds away from tying up the game at 13-13. NACL will be on a bye right now. They will have those M4s at AWP. They are still lacking utility just a bit. JCJR8 and Fall Assassin not having anything. A missed shot from Alano is going to allow Op Jesus to pick up the kill, making it an early man advantage for the T's. And a quick B push. Smokes utility coming out. Taco Trash not finding anything, and yes, a very good nade there. Lenoski actually picking up 2 for himself in the end. Bomb yet to go down, a 2 versus 3. Fallen Assassin caught out, although Pocky Panda missing the shots there. JCJR8 going to be going down to Rejected Galaxy. Now it's all up to Fallout Assassin. They know exactly where he is, and this is most likely going to be round number 11 for Excelsior, and that it will be.
Yeah, that was scary for a bit there, if I'm going to be completely honest. Some people did start missing some shots, but in the end, Excelsior made sure they could shut it down, and it's going to be 11-13, like you said. I mean, NACL, very strong players. Alano actually at a 30 bomb already. Game isn't even over, and he's already at 30, but Excelsior, very strong players. Op Jesus and Occlusion already past the 20 mark. Craze for War getting very close. And Pocky Panda, who was having a very quiet game early on, I think he was 5-12 about, actually going 11-18 now.
Wow.
With 7 assists, making sure he can get those kills up. And even if he can't finish them off, he's making sure it's very easy for his team. Looks like it is going to be Eco, and this is very scary, actually. Pretty much the entire team for Excelsior is tagged down. Craze for War at 30, Pocky 16, Occlusion at 8. And they're just getting taken down left and right. Taco Trash and Fallout both have AKs and armor. That is not good. Lenoski doesn't have armor, but it's gonna be hard. Hop Jesus is gonna have to do work. Occlusion gets taken down, and now it's a 1v3, and he gets taken down, and that's a pretty much full eco from NACL to win the round. Excelsior had the chance to get it to 12-13, but it's just not possible, and NACL clinched the round out to get to 14.
Yeah, NACL waking back up on this CT side. They're showing their dominance. They're not letting Excelsior tie up this game, and now they're just 2 rounds away from picking up this first map. So we're going to be coming into yet another bye round. And look at that, 2 AKs actually saved from NACL. That's how you know their round went well. If you save 2 T-side rifles on top of your bye, that's going to be a flash preventing Fallout Assassin from getting anything, although Craze for War there will be able to drop his teammate, which is going to be Lenoski going down, making an early advantage for Excelsior there. 5 versus 4. Rotation coming out early from NACL. They do not expect the fake, and they will be correct in that manner, at least as of right now. And Taco Trash, actually the only player left on that site, and I was talking about it not being a fake, but it looks like it will be. Alana will be able to hear them and make this call, so the rotation will, or at least should come out, and yes it will. All 3 of these players running back as Alano is going to do what he can to stop. He's going to pick up 2, actually almost picked up 3. And now it is just 2 versus 3 now. The bomb is yet to go down, and the A site is secured by the NICL players. It's going to be very tough for Excelsior to get out. They will have to get the opening pick if they want really any chance to get anything. But at this point, no player's getting anything, but for some reason just going for the bomb plant, despite having 42 seconds left and being fully exposed, and JCJR8 closing out the round, and now NACL are on map point.
Yeah, and I just want to go over that quickly. If you look at Alano, that was, in my opinion, the smartest play in this entire match so far. That was just so smart. He knew that they could rotate, so he played all the way back in Mexico. So right when they started rotating back to A, if they did, he could instantly call it, and NACL could rotate all the way back to A before anything happens, and Fallout Assassin gets the instant pick on off Jesus, and JC actually peeks it and gets taken down. Tagged so much, but can't do anything, and Craze for War gets an insane shot as well. And it's down to a 3v3, and as I say that, 3v2. Occlusion takes down Lenoski. Hockey is on 15, but it's definitely possible. Excelsior needs 4 rounds in a row to clinch this match. It's just into overtime, and it's definitely possible. Alano, such a strong player, still a lot, could do something. He hears Craze for War and actually gets the pick off of him rotating, but this is not good. They're taking Banana. Taco actually rotated to A, and it's going to be a 2v2 retake. Occlusion pushing all the way into CT with 100 HP. He might actually catch off Alano, who has his knife out right now, but he rotates back. What timing. He's going to hold the corner. If Alano doesn't clear this, especially since he has an off, this might be the round going the way of Excelsior. Hockey is going to be holding Emo with 15 HP, and anything could happen, really. Let's see if he clears it. The Occlusion does get the kill, and it's all down to Taco. Gets tagged down, but Occlusion can't get the kill. He mollies off CT. He knows Taco has to defuse. He does have a kit. It's possible. He holds it, but he can't get the shot. Occlusion. Yeah, I even heard you. It was a gasp. It was a gasp. That was close, but Occlusion does clinch it out.
Yeah, Occlusion there saving his team from the inevitable. 15-12 is the scoreline. Excelsior again need to play 3 rounds winning in a row to be able to bring this map to overtime. When NICL just need a single round to close out this map and bring it to map number 2, which is going to be NACL's pick, Mirage. So again, this map right here, Inferno, is Excelsior's pick. They are coming back on it, although really looking rough if they're going to be losing on their map pick. Alano, not quite spotting out Occlusion there, crossing over, so he will be able to escape with both of their lives. Early pick from Pocky Panda on the B is going to leave only 1 player left alive on the B side. Is this going to be a full fake with 3 players coming in the B? It looks like it may be. It's not going to matter though. Lenoski picking up 3 is not going to be, sorry, picking up 2 is not going to be able to pick up the 3rd. And just like that, the A site is clear. Look at this, the bomb walking straight on. Oh, Jesus, almost picking up 1 through the smoke there, but he will eventually go down, and this is going to be about the point where they realize it is going to be a fake bomb going down. 2 2 versus 3 retake here. NACL have the man advantage, although positional advantage in favor of Excelsior. The bomb is down. They just need to wait them out. CTs are arriving. There's going to be an early pick from Reclusion. They spot that one. He's not going to be able to pick up anything else through that smoke. 2 versus 2. A great opener from Occlusion. And a great nade from him. Dropping down Fallout Assassin to 22 HP. And now it is all up to Fallout, who will go down 13 to 15. As Excelsior are slowly working their way towards this first overtime.
Yeah, and what a hold. I definitely think some of their lower players, Pocky and Rejected, they're definitely doing a lot of work this half. I mean, definitely shouldn't count them out, especially after that first half. You might say, oh, it's going to be up to Craze for War, Op Jesus, and Occlusion, but it's definitely not the case. Pocky, that early pick gave him such a big advantage in that round, and now NACL is down to an eco. If they lose this round, which they should, it will be 14 to 15, and it will go down to one last buy round to see if Excelsior can bring it to overtime. But they might actually win this eco. Anything's possible as Alano takes down Occlusion, slowly pushes up, takes the AK. Pocky, a bit slow, can't get the kill. Alano slowly pushing up, and he's caught out. Oh no. And Alano with 2 kills. He is tagged down to 24, but it's a 3v5. Everyone is rotating off to A though. And I think that's... No, they're actually going back. So they're going to go back into a default. They don't have AKs on B, but it's going to be a rough round. Pocky Panda caught out, tried to smoke it off, but Alano slowly peeked out, rejected, does get a kill. Anything's possible. They smoke CT twice, a bit of a miscommunication, but it's definitely not the worst thing that could have happened. Lenoski gets caught out by Rejected, and Op Jesus gets another, and now it's down to his 3v2. I thought that this round might be a full eco, but as I say that, JC gets taken down, and Alano's gonna have to get a ace to win this. He does get the first. This is possible. Here's what we're peeking him. This is not what we need. Rejected Galaxy at 30 HP. This is possible. He's getting spammed out by Alano, and Alano might ace this to win his team. It is possible. Rejected needs to get this kill, or they will lose this match, which will be so disappointing on an eco. Alano gonna be slowly pushing into the site. Rejected hears it. He's getting spammed out. He has 3 health.
Whoa!
He dies, and now Alano gets the ace, and NACL picks up the first map of Inferno.
NACL picking it up on a clutch. Does he have this? Oh, I don't think he does. Oh!
Oh my lord.
Less than a second
Barely.
defuse on a clutch ace. What a way to close out a map.
Wow.
Next map is going to be Mirage, which will be getting started just now here as we load it in. What a map!
Yeah. And look at
39
Alano's
and
score.
18.
Yeah.
39 and 18 on Alano there. Clutching it out with an ace and defusing with less than a second to go. I don't think you can have a closer round in Counter-Strike.
Yeah, and he didn't even
On the
have
eco
armor.
too.
Yeah, he didn't have armor. One bullet would have taken him
Wow.
down, but just very unfortunate, and we're just going to be getting into the second map. This was NACL's choice, and they did win the first map, so it's going to be very interesting to see what happens on this one.
Yeah, Excelsior here need to be able to pick up this map to bring it to cash, which will be the determining factor in the end. So we are just going to be waiting for the players to connect, ready up, get on their respective teams, and we'll be getting into the knife round of the second map here. And NACL up one map. They do not have a ton to worry about. It was a very close game in the end there. Although, again, this is the home turf of NACL. This is their map pick. Inferno was Excelsior's. It's very interesting to see, again, how this map plays out. are just waiting for these players to go ahead and ready up into the server. We are just waiting on NACL, I believe it is.
Does look like we have a random player joining the Excelsior side, so
Oh.
not good. Hopefully we'll get that fixed soon.
Yeah, we'll just go ahead and remove him from the server.
The match is starting, so
Yeah, abort. No. Hold on.
does look like it's going to be.
I just went ahead and canceled that. So,
Pause.
I'm just gonna be, removing that player from the server there.
Still on the team.
What's his name?
RJ Meme. Okay.
Get out of
Here we
here.
go.
I don't know. There's a password on this server.
I don't know, did leak. Well, we should be good to go soon. Hopefully we can get this match started. Just waiting for the teams to ready up again, and we're gonna start the knife round.
Yeah, so we will be getting into that. Unfortunately, that does happen every once in a while. People somehow are able to work their way into these servers, and despite them being password protected, it somehow still happens. So we are just going to be waiting for these players to ready up. Well, you know, they are ready up. We are going to be coming in to the knife round right now. Again, this is determining factor on who gets to start on what side. The winner gets to either stay or switch, and that determines what side they start on. So,
Quick note there, I don't know if this is confusion or strat, but NACL all went mid and Excelsior went A, so it's gonna be very interesting knife round.
yeah, gonna be a very interesting knife round indeed. We don't generally see knife round strats, although it looks like we are gonna be seeing something from NACL sitting in mid. A bit of a stalemate. Hopefully somebody does something soon because oh, all right.
There's an hour left.
Yeah, there's an hour left. It looks like it is going to be coming out right now, and trades on both sides. Hopefully somebody will just win here. There's not really too much to go into detail about the knife round. You just kind of swing at each other until somebody wins. So
Yeah, pretty much. Last knife round, I think one of the changing factors was that if you hit someone with your second left click and your third, and then right click them, they actually have 3 health left. So if you're trying to do 2 left clicks and a right click, you have to hit them with your first one, or
Yeah,
they
100%
won't
do.
die. Yeah, and that happened last game with someone with 3 health, but it does look like that is gonna go the way of NACL, but they're both tagged. Taco could get a 4K and clutch this, but he misses, and that's gonna
There
go the
it
way
is.
of Excelsior.
Yep, Excelsior picking up the knife round there. They will be able to select which side they want to stay on, and they will be actually electing to stay on their T side. Not super surprising on a map like Mirage. We do see it every once in a while, especially being how balanced this map is.
Does look like we're waiting for them to ready, and we're gonna get into this very, very shortly. I'm gonna be casting the pistol round again, and we're just gonna start from there. Match is gonna start very early, and let's just see what these buys look like early on. Craze for War and Hockey actually both get utility. All Rejected and Occlusion get armor. Actually the kind of same thing on CT side. They do have 3 players who actually didn't buy armor, so they only have 2, which will be Fallout on A and JC on A. So if they go B, they're gonna be facing players with no armor. Very interesting buy, but does look like they're gonna go A. Use the utility to smoke it off jungle, but Alano with such a clean shot. They're pushing in. They're all rotating in, actually. It's a 5v4. Getting tagged through the smoke, Alano gets taken down. JC is also low. They need to plant the bomb. Trace the War gets another. JC on the top gets one, but gets taken down. And the last two are CT. Fallout does get one. It's very possible for the CTs to win this. They're in such a good spot. Fallout's not peeking. And they're going to be planting safe for ramp. He actually fakes it. And they know that too. Now he's actually planting. Lenoski jumps for the info. Not able to hit a shot mid-air though. And Craze for War with 2 kills. Definitely possible for him to go off. But Fallout in CT. Trying to make something happen. Lenoski rotates all the way through, and Fallout actually does make something happen. Lenoski jumps all the way back over, but Fallout trades it out, and that's a 3K, and NACL picking up the pistol. Very intense round coming out from both teams. Could have gone either way, and Fallout does have time to defuse.
Yeah, NACL, they pick up the first round. Very close round there. Fallout Assassin ending as the last player alive on the NACL side with only 60 HP. As Craze for War is actually asking for HP. It seems like he believes he got a few more shots off than he thought. Well, he's at 60. That's a lie. But doesn't matter. Moving into the next round, it looks like the players are going to be either moving towards mid or B. It will be up into the B apps for the T's. And looks like about the same setup for the CTs. And they should be hearing them coming right about now. And that's going to be not an early kill for the CTs. That's actually going to be the Excelsior players rushing into this B site and actually surviving without taking barely any damage there. OpJesus and Occlusion, the only ones taking damage. Rejected Galaxy surviving with 1 HP in that fight there. And 2 versus 5 now. I'm not sure.
Yeah, look at the buy coming out. Just to take you off a bit. Sorry about that, but
I don't know. I was trying to figure it out too.
Yeah, Taco Trash actually didn't. He bought an op, dropped it to Fallout. And they actually lost. Second round op didn't work out, and Excelsior just runs in, and now they have an op. That's just such an awkward buy.
I didn't even catch that at first. I'm not that had to have either been an accident or I don't even know. I have no explanation for that one.
But the players, I think Taco Trash was one of the players who was there, and oh Jesus, missing the shot, but they do get the trades, and they do take the A site. Taco with an amazing nade to take out Occlusion. OpJesus also missing on Lenoski, and Alano takes him out, and it's a 3v3 retake. This is possible. Hockey does get Taco, but Lenoski trades him out. Rejected is in a decent spot. Lenoski gets taken out, and now it's all down to Alano. The player, 39 kills last match. Can he do it? Can he win it? He tags him down. And he does get the kill, but does he have time? He does pick up a kill. He might have time, just barely. And it does look like he does, and wow. Alano, yet again, 39 kills last match, stepping up for his team. They're on a pretty weird eco, but they pick up the round straight back from Excelsior.
Yeah, picking up the round for Excelsior. You know, if we had an award for, you know, the most clutches and the best clutcher in HSEL right now, Alano is putting in the effort to be able to claim that. Unfortunately, we do not have such a reward at the moment, but we are going to be seeing the T's here gravitating towards this mid position. And oh, good shot from Alano. As Fallout Assassin will pick up the kill through the smoke in the end, although Rejected Galaxy will get the trade, making a 4 versus 4. Although Rejected Galaxy only getting out of that fight with 10 HP. As Alano is going to be picking up yet another for himself. These teasers walking in one by one into mid. OpJesus hoping to find something, although looks like Alano is suspicious that he may be down there. These players of the Excelsior side are going to be gravitating towards this B site. Although they haven't committed to anything yet. They have a minute left on that clock. Plenty of time to rotate wherever they want to go, although it looks like they are going to be sticking around towards B. 2 players on that site. One pushed up pretty far into Cat, so it's all going to be pretty much up to Lenoski to be able to stop these players, or at least delay the push. He will not be able to pick up anything, although he will do damage 10 HP and 20 HP on those players respectively. And right now, really not much time to rotate, so it's going to be the T's having to make this push here. Now the rotation has come out. That fallback may have been the nail in the coffin for this round for Excelsior. They are on such low HP, and this bomb trying to walk its way up into A, maybe able to pick up one, although he hears him. Jesus, though, getting the kill. 12 seconds left. It's a 4-second plant. He needs to get on there, and suddenly this could be something for Excelsior. And the bomb will go down, although Alano, we've seen him clutch so many rounds, and that's going to be it. No time for Rejected Galaxy to rotate.
Do they know? They're actually clearing it.
Yeah, they think he's there, although either way, I don't believe. Yeah, no, and he knows it. Saving that rifle, he knows the round's over. Holding on to that AK-47 to try to bring it into the next round. And we are going to be seeing a pause coming out from Excelsior, where I can only assume it's going to be a tactical pause, and that is what it will be.
Yeah, what an interesting round that was, and honestly, this whole series has been super intense. I'm really enjoying it so far. And Excelsior is going to take a tactical pause, talk about what's up they can buy, so I'm pretty sure this is just going to be saying, hey guys, like, what's going wrong? What are we going to do this next round? Alano, with the AUG, yet again, such a strong weapon. They didn't have money to buy an AWP, so instead of but they still wanted a scoped weapon. So they made sure that Alano could get that, and it worked out super well. Just held mid right after they smoked, just spammed through. Actually almost insta-killed them and hit one all the way down to 10. And that mid hold was super important for that round. Still waiting for Excelsior to unpause. They are going over their strats, making sure everything's okay and that they can win the second round. Very interesting. And it looks like they are going to unpause. NACL is on CT side, so it's definitely possible that they have the advantage. But we're just gonna have to see what happens. Excelsior 3-1 so far on T isn't too bad, and if they win this round, they're gonna be at a pretty decent advantage. If you look at the economy in NACL, they're obviously gonna buy back up into the next round if they lose, but it's gonna be an interesting one. Everyone on Excelsior going B, and they just don't care. They're just going in. Occlusion's still making steps, and Lenoski playing close. He does get one, can't get the other. He gets traded out, and that's the B site almost down. They molly it, but a bit too late. Rocky almost dies, and actually gets cut off. Taco did not know they were pushing through that molly. Now if you look at Fallout Assassin, he's on site, misses the spray. Nolano has to do something. He has the AUG. They're tagged down. Does get one. He's making this possible for his team. It's definitely possible for him. He's such a strong player. Nades apps. Takes Op Jesus down to 44, and what an amazing nade from Milano. Op Jesus does take down JC with his AK out at the wrong time. This might be the round for Excelsior. And yes, it is. Graceful War takes him down. And that's the second round. Excelsior just talked about their strats and said, hey guys, let's just go in.
Yeah, another round for Excelsior. Whatever they did in that pause, it worked out for them. It's going to be 3-2 as Excelsior working on bringing themselves back into this game. It is very early in this map, so they have plenty of time to work with. So it's going to be another push towards the mid position. Alano trying to pick up something with that P250. He isn't going to find it. He's going to be caught out either way. Op Jesus taking him down, taking an early advantage. 5 versus 4. The only rifle on the NACL side is going to be on Taco Trash with the M4. No headgear on himself. Doesn't matter too much though with the AKs. Pretty much all the guns in the hands of the team, with the exception of the M4. Would drop them down for one hit to the head, and it looks like it's going to be round number 3 on the board for Excelsior. For the first time, they will in this series. For the first time in this series, I believe they will at least have the tie. I don't believe we've seen that from them quite yet, and that's exactly what we're going to be seeing. 3-3.
Very interesting game so far. Excelsior making sure that they can accelerate themselves, I guess you could say, making sure that they're getting a couple rounds in a row at least. And NACL, they're gonna be on a very drinky buy this round. They have a Scout, 3 SMGs, and an M4. If you look at the last round, Taco actually did buy an M4. That was the only actual gun they had. Other than that, they just had pistols. But Excelsior is gonna push A. Fallout does get a really good kill with the Scout, but gets taken down. JR gets mollied out, and that's just a really good take. Alano's still here, gets one, it's possible. He's getting spammed through smoke, but does rotate out just in time. And it's a 3v3. This is possible for either team. It's going to be a bit harder for NACL. They have 2 MP9s, and you can already see that not working out because of the range. Alano gets taken down, and they molly site. It's way too deep, but Taco does get a kill. He's trying so hard to take him down. They're on 4-19. He can win this. They have a Scout and an AK. This actually might be possible. He's gonna try to be mollied and smoked out, but his stick smoke is gonna be dissipating. Craze is watching it, and looks like Taco is gonna peek it very slowly. He has at 100, so if he gets tagged by that Scout, he will not die. So, very, very scary. Taco, here's some planting. Sees him push out. He gets one, but he can't get the other. He does get tagged down, and Craze for War does get the final kill. That was scary.
Yeah, scary round for both sides there. Excelsior coming out on top, and for the first time in this series, will be able to pick up the advantage, I should say. 4-3. There's only one round. It is early in the game, although it is something we have not seen from them quite yet. So they are definitely waking up on this server. Craze for War going for the pick. Not going to find all the occlusion. Finding one for himself there, as we're going to be seeing the T's now gravitating towards this B site. The bomb will be third man in, and Lenoski will be the first line of defense here with this 5-7. He's going to be able to pick up one, is not necessarily going to be able to pick up two. Doesn't matter though, the rest of his team here is going to mow down these T's. 3 versus 2 now. Project the Galaxy will pick up one. They know exactly where JR8 is. 1 versus 1 here. P250 versus an AK. AWP in the hands of Fallout Assassin. Doesn't matter though. That P250 does all he needs. 4 versus 4. NACL are not going to be letting Excelsior get too far ahead.
Yeah, that was very strong round. 5-7, just with a really, really strong hold, and NACL is going to buy back into this. Excelsior, they get the early pick from Occlusion, who's just so good at getting that early pick with an op, but it's not enough. They all have AKs, a bit of utility, but they do have a Scout on Craze for War. He does not have enough. It does look like they are going to smoke A. No rotates yet. Actually, Alano from jungle, but 2 players in B are still holding it. Alano gets one. They know that one of them's down, and now they're starting to rotate. Fallout holding it. Tetris gets rejected. Galaxy, but gets taken down. Pocky does get one, but JC and Taco get 2 more, and now it's all down to Craze for War with a Scout. He is playing a very strong position, waiting for them to push, but they're just not going to do it. JC slowly pushing in, might get caught out. Craze for War is going to flash it, show his position, and actually knows where JC is, but just can't hit the shot, and that's the 5th round for NACL.
Yeah, round number 5 for NACL. We're going to be seeing another pause coming out from the NACL side. They're going to be taking a tac pause. Looks like somebody has to go to the bathroom, so they're going to be using one of their tac pauses for that. Nothing that hasn't been seen before. I believe I've seen NIP do that at LAN before. I think Get Right booked it to the bathroom at one point, if I remember correctly. This was years ago, but we're going to be seeing a tac pause coming out from NACL. If it's true, somebody has to go to the bathroom, but it is not uncommon for teams to win a round, take a pause, calm down, get their heads back into the game before getting back into the next round. So, not uncommon to see, as we're just going to be waiting for these pauses to come undone. NACL bring themselves back in this game, and the buy of Excelsior not looking too promising coming into this round.
Yeah, definitely not. And I think they do have unlimited pause time. Am I correct on that? Or do we unpause it after a while?
They have two 30-second pauses. Oh no, sorry, four. They have
Ah,
four. They have four in a game.
okay.
In a map.
Okay,
In
that
a
makes
map. Sorry.
sense. So yeah, he does have to be a bit quick about
He's
it,
got
but
2 minutes.
like you said, they buy on Excelsior, two Mac 10s, P90, a scout. Opjesus, only person who can actually buy a true gun. Rejected probably could have, but he opted for the Mac 10 and NACL with
Oh,
a strong buy, and we're getting
just
right
on
into the
time there.
round.
Yeah, getting right into the round there. The unpause is out, and we are going to be waiting for these players to. Well, it is unpause, so we are just waiting for the freeze time to end, and we'll end right about there. We'll be seeing these players coming in right now. The bomb moving towards that B site. Well, nothing too fast. The bomb not committed as of yet. They're going to see what happens going in. That's going to be an open kill. Good. 2 kills from Lewandowski. Looking for number 3. Is going to fall back on the site. Molotov from Milano. Going to be finishing up the kill there. And suddenly it is just a 2 versus 5. As Excelsior is obliterated. And now it is all up to Jesus, the only player left. He will pick up one in mid for himself. Although they're hunting him. They know exactly where he's going to be popping out from. And he does not have too many options to go for.
We've seen Ace before,
Bit of a botch spray there, and that's going to be it. 6-4, as NACL are going to start to pull ahead in this lead.
yeah, definitely. We don't know these teams super well, but this map is definitely normally CT-sided, so for the scoreline to be 6-4, it's very respectable coming out of Excelsior. You know, Rejected Galaxy 13-7. What a strong match. And their risk players 5-8, which is a cushion surprisingly. No, that's a respectable score too. It's definitely not too bad. They are on an eco though. Buys off Jesus. They do actually get a kill, but they are slowly being taken down. It's a 2v2. It's possible actually. This is a very weird round coming out. Fallout missing the shot and Taco just barely surviving. They do win, but that's a really rough eco. Excelsior only at P250s and UMP, and they almost won.
Yeah, I mean, it has been so back and forth in rounds. There's not been too much consistency with either of these teams. NACL have been coming on top pretty much every round here, winning 4 in a row now. Although they have been expensive wins. They've been losing players, they've been losing guns. Milano, picking up a good opening kill there. Bomb here, just gravitating back. It's not going to be too quick of a play. Excelsior changing up their style a little bit. They finally realized that these fast rushing plays haven't been working too well for them, so it looks like they're going to be trying to find whatever picks they can, especially since Alano has already picked off Occlusion, which is their top performing. Well, it was their top performing player. Looking at the scoreboard now, it's actually Rejected Galaxy on top for Excelsior. This bomb slowly gravitating towards this A site. Looks like it's going to be a push towards A here. The 1T player is going to be trying to fake B. It is going to be immediately shut down. And the push now coming out 3 versus 5 now. Excelsior gonna need a miracle to make this happen. They're gonna need some opening picks on this retake from the CTs. The Galaxy will find one, looking for more. He knows actually that 2 players are up there. Not gonna matter though, as these CTs are going to obliterate the remaining Excelsior players. I think at 8-4.
Yeah, and if you look at what they have 2 ops, 2 AKs. I mean, that's just such a strong buy, especially for CT. Score is going to be 8-4. It's looking very rough for Excelsior. They could definitely come back, though. I mean, if we look at Inferno, that was such an insane comeback. 11-4 half, made it 13-16. That is a 5-9 win-loss ratio. Or not win-loss, loss-win for Excelsior, and that's honestly really strong. But just couldn't clinch it out. And we're just getting into this match. It's possible for Excelsior, and as I say that, Rejected gets a kill on Lenoski, and Pocky gets one on Taco. They're all starting to rotate. Alano does get a kill. AC does have the chance to get a double spray down, but just not possible. Occlusion does trade it. It's all down to Fallout and Alano. Alano doesn't have that much utility, but does get a kill. He has a smoke and a nade. Fallout has none. He's actually stuck and gets pre-fired by Occlusion. What a shot. And now it's all down to Alano. We've seen him go off. We've seen what he can do. It's a 2v1 retake. He doesn't know he's there. He misses the spray, but still gets Alano in the end. Alano cannot react enough, and that's a 5th round for Excelsior.
Yeah, that's going to be round number 5 on the Excelsior side. As we're going to be seeing another buy round coming out from both these players. Excelsior hanging around in that spawn just a little bit. We're actually going to be seeing 2 snipers coming out, an op and a scout. Op Jesus taking hold of that AWP into this round. Actually going to be moving into the palace position, so this is presumably going to be an A push as all 5 players are gravitating towards this site. Spotted out Op Jesus. He's not able to land the shot. He will land on the repeak, however, as Pocky Panda is also going to be picking up a kill for himself. That's going to be the A side in control of the T's. So retake is going to be coming out. Taco Trash not going to be checking his angle. That's going to be him going down. Milano here. In the CT, going to be looking for something as his teammate Lenoski is going to be rotating behind. He's not going to be spotting on anybody, however. Excelsior playing this so slow, so safe. They don't want to be giving anything up here. They're not going to allow that to happen. And actually, Op Jesus catching out Lenoski, who's trying to sneak behind to get whatever kills he can. And Excelsior 6-8 now. Great round for them.
Yeah, I mean, this could be a 7-8 half, which is honestly amazing for T-side on Mirage, but yeah, Lenoski super close for getting that amazing flank kill. Might have been able to get 2 or 3, but just a bit too late. It was either he's gonna push in and get a kill, or he's just gonna run out, and he decided to push in. I think they did hear him like right before he peeked from the footsteps, but it does look like Excelsior is gonna be setting up towards A. They molly it, they smoke it. Molly Van, actually. Lenoski's still in position, and they're actually faking. They're all rotating out. I don't know. I think Taco heard this. It doesn't look like anyone on B is rotating, though, so maybe he didn't. Curse for War is holding Cat with a scout. Actually doesn't know Alana's mid with a scout. Doesn't see him. He's actually not looking in the right place. This might be a kill for Alano, but it's not in the end, and they get a pick on A. Now it's looking scary. Craze for War misses a shot, and now Taco's semi-stuck. Occlusion gets him anyway, and it's down to Fallout in CT, who instantly gets taken down in Lenoski, and it's looking like an A7 half, and that's what it's going to be.
Yeah, much better half for Excelsior than they had in the previous game, previous map there, sorry. Only 1 round down on NACL's 8 on their CT side, so this should definitely be something coming in. Pocky Panda trying to pause in the halftime. Not sure exactly why there. So we are just waiting for that to come out.
Yeah, and if you look at Occlusion, what a strong comeback from him. We talked about how last game he was their top player. This game, especially at the beginning, he was not looking as strong, but comes back and he's now 12-10, which is a very good score. Alano not having the game of his life like last one. Just having a really, really strong game last game. I think he might be a bit burnt out, but 14-10, still going strong, and NACL still has the round advantage, and it looks like we are going to be getting into the second half. It is 7-8, 7 Excelsior, 8 NACL. NACL is going to be going to T side, and Excelsior is going to be on the CT side.
Excelsior switching over to that CT side there. We saw them not do too great on their CT side previously, which is going to be concerning as we come into the NACL pick, with Excelsior ending on the CT side. So it's going to be interesting to see if they're able to bring it back, if they're able to do better on their CT side, or if they will emulate the CT side we saw on the previous map. They were able to come back on T side on Inferno, as they had a horrendous CT side, to say the least. Yeah, coming into this round here, it is going to be not too much spent there. The T's on NACL buying armor, with the exception of Taco Trash, who will pick up P250 for himself. And it's going to be armor, some utility, full saves. Excelsior. JCJR8 going down early, and that's going to be lots of picks from the NACL side. That's going to be only 2 players left of the 2 on the B site. Praise for War, trying to pick up one. He's actually going to pick up a great long-range headshot onto Fallout Assassin. Well, they're going to need a lot more than that to be able to pick up this round. 2 versus 3 on the pistol round. Alano trying to pick up one from behind. He's not going to be able to find anything. Well, he knows exactly where they are. And he's going to be able to pick up one. Will he be able to pick up number 2? No, he will not. Craze for War will get the kill. But the rest of the NACL players will close it out. 9-7 will be the scoreline.
Yeah, it's definitely not what you wanted if you're the Excelsior side. It's definitely not as bad as if they lost the second pistol run on last game, but would have been very nice to get the game scored up 8-8. But anything can happen. We've seen many ecos, and it looks like they are all going for nades. They all nade ramp, but they just do it way too early. I think that was Fallout and Alana who were ramp. Just sit back, and they're just spraying them down. There's nothing they can do. Only player on A now is Occlusion, who's trying to get a kill. Gets Taco all the way down to 7, and just gets spammed out. Op Jesus does get a kill with the P2K. Trying to pick up the Galil, gets tagged with the Scout, and they're just gonna hard peek him. Yeah, he's dead. And that's the round going for NACL. Pretty clean wipe. Taco almost dying and JC dying, but it's okay.
Yeah, very clean round for NACL there, as they make the scoreline 10-7. As we're going to be seeing an eco coming out from Excelsior. P250s on 4 players, no armor, and no buy for Occlusion, presumably going for the AWP. We saw him playing it pretty much exclusively for the Excelsior team in the previous map. As NACL are going to be on a bit of a broken buy. 2 AKs, 2 SMGs, and a Scout, so not the best, although definitely better than having P250s and no armor. Bomb sitting towards the A site as, look at this, JCJR8 is up and connect here. He could do so much damage here if they don't spot him out, and it doesn't look like he's actually going to be going for any kills. He's going to be looking for rotators. Unfortunately for him, the rotators have already come out. Doesn't matter though, NACL are going to be wiping those players out. It is all going to be up to Craze for War and Op Jesus. Craze for War actually stopping the plant. Traded out by Alano. So Op Jesus is rotating in to try to find whatever he needs. He will need 3. The bomb isn't down. He is tagged once. He's going to be mowed down. 11-7 is the scoreline.
Yeah, P250 just a bit too inaccurate to hit those shots, and like you said, 11-7. Excelsior is going to buy into this round, and if they win this, it's going to be 11-8. NACL is definitely going to be able to buy into next round, so they are going to have to string some rounds together to even have a chance to get back into this game. It happened last game, but that was on T side. Excelsior's CT side, in my opinion, doesn't look as strong as their T side, and we're just gonna have to see if they can reverse that. They need to have a strong CT side this match if they want to win, and we're just gonna see if that happens. NACL leaning towards the A site, and Alano actually all the way in underpass does make a step, and I'm very sure that Hockey heard that. He definitely did. He's pushing up. Alano misses the shot and gets taken down. and no one is there to trade it. They slowly push out. Luckily they do, but Hockey tagging Taco down to 2 rejected killing one, Fallout getting another, but traded back out. There is one CT which is up, takes it down, and Rejected gets another, and just back and forth, but Excelsior's on top, and that's exactly what they needed.
Yeah, back and forth trades coming out from both teams. Excelsior holding on to this game so far. They were able to pick up round number 4 of this half, which is first real buy round of the half, so it's going to be 11-8. Excelsior definitely performing better than they did in the previous map, holding it close here, although NACL with the advantage. Only 5 rounds away from closing out the map and therefore closing out the series. And Excelsior have to be getting just a little bit worried here. As Bomb sitting towards the A site is going to be moving back just a little bit here. It looks like they actually want to either change positions for this A push, or what looks more likely is to go towards that B site. A minute 12 on the clock, they have plenty of time to do it. And JCJR8, I should say, sorry, actually picking up a good opening kill into a mid. They're hoping to trade it out. Up on the box is going to be a conclusion with that AUG. Trying to find something, and here we go. The push into B. Will they be able to find anything? Not quite yet. It's going to be Excelsior coming out on top. Although NACL, in the end, are able to pick up the last few rotators of the Excelsior team. Bomb will be down in a 3 versus 1. Rejected Galaxy on the AK-47, the only player left. He wants to go for this, and that's exactly what he's going to be doing. You know, in this game, saves haven't been the most popular thing, and Alano's trying to spray through the smoke, almost finding the damage he needs, although it's not going to happen. And right now, JCJR8 is going to spot him out from behind. Headshot, 12-8, NACL. Pick up yet another round.
Yeah, and if you look at the economy of Excelsior, that's very rough for them. I don't know if they're going to buy into this or not. Rejected definitely has enough, but doesn't look like they're going to do much. They're going to let NACL get that 13th round unless they pull, you know, a rabbit out of their hat. It definitely could happen, as you said, HSEL. Definitely notorious for having a lot of ecos, but we're just gonna have to see. Oh, Jesus, literally just running out mid with his knife, but I guess it was a distraction because JC can't hit the shot. Occlusion gets a kill, and that's not what they needed. They do have pretty much no utility. Rejected gets 1. It's a 3v4. They're all on A. This is scary. Alano missing the shot, and oh no! Fallout can't hit the shot, and now it's down to Taco. And now it's just down to Fallout, and it's a 3v1. How did this happen? They're all pushing site. He's gonna have to pull something insane. He gets 1. He can't get the other. He's trying. He's getting jump shot. He's running out of sight. Can't get the last. And that's pretty much full eco. I don't even know what happened. It was just back and forth. Shots flying everywhere. It was even hard to talk about clearly. And Excelsior just somehow ends up on the top. And that's a 9th round.
Yeah, Excelsior somehow able to find something. We were just talking about the HSEL eco rounds, how we're so notorious for having teams win these rounds on economy rounds. And it's going to be, you know, yet again, another one coming out, and that's going to be 9-12. Excelsior able to pick up that round, making it, you know, or at least preventing NACL from picking up another round there. And NACL playing it slow here. They're not going to be rushing in this round. They don't want anything to happen that will put them behind, as their economy isn't looking the greatest. They are only a couple rounds away from tying it up again. JCJ right though in mid, picking up some great opening kills. Conclusion will be able to trade out Fallout Assassin. That's only 1 though. The man advantage is still in favor of NACL in a 4 versus 3 now. Yeah, looks like JCJR8 could find 1 in jungle. He's not going to actually check the angle. Now all up to Alano in mid. The defuse will most likely be coming out very shortly, although Alano missing the op shot. That's going to be 12-10. Excelsior starting to bring themselves back in this game, and this will most likely be at least a semi-eco on NACL's side. There is some money to work with, but not much.
Yeah, and what a round by Inclusion. Definitely stepping up for his team all the way back to 1916 after being their bottom fragger for quite a while in the game. It did look like NACL did make a bit of a mistake. They planted a bit too wide, and Occlusion was able to wallbang him and actually stop the bomb. Actually, he didn't. But he did kill them. So it was possible to kill them through the box, and he just took the chance, got him down, and that just really, really did not work out well for NACL. Craze for War mollies it at a really good time, actually. He has the P2, has the P90, my bad, and actually gets a two-man spray down. Can't get the third, but JC and Taco are pretty much stuck back in that because of that molly, and they're just gonna get sprayed down, and that's an 11th round for Excelsior, almost back to a tied match.
Yeah, round number 11 in favor of Excelsior now. We are close to a tie game yet again. It'll be the second tie game of this map since early in the game there. Although rifles are in the hands of NACL, we've seen what they can do with those. And the bomb moving towards A site as of right now. The lurking player, JCJR8, proven that he can do quite a bit of damage. Seeing him in mid position, looking to find one. He's not going to find anything. Occlusion shutting him down early. And right now, 4 players left, moving towards the A side, and it looks like Excelsior have the idea this is what they're going to be doing. They have not played much towards B. Although it looks like it could be a fake. These players walking through T-spawn, they have the time yet again to do it. Although this time, OpJesus pushed up close. Not going to be finding anything. Fallout Assassin, a great headshot onto OpJesus there. Although that will give the Excelsior side the notification and the information that they need to know that there could possibly be a rotation coming out. Despite that, not much of a rotation coming as of yet. The T players are going to be out on that site. Well, they're not quite aware of Craze for War. They will find him in the end. That's going to be a good kill for Fallout Assassin. Not able to find number 2 is a quick scope coming out from Occlusion with the AWP. Is going to make it a 3 versus 2. Alano, though, not letting anything go as he finds one. He's looking for this last player on the AWP. Taco Trash actually getting legged. And that is going to be the call to save, making it 13-11 as Occlusion is going to be looking to hold on to his AWP into the next round.
Yeah, what a very interesting round. Occlusion trying to get the picks to make sure that they couldn't take B, but it just wasn't enough. Does get 2 kills in the round, but just not able to clinch it out, and NACL gets 13.
NACL pick up 13. Occlusion not necessarily able to pick up that kill in jungle. Would have been nice if he could have dropped another rifle out of the hands of NACL, but 13-11 is the score.
Yeah, and if you look at Excelsior's economy, it's actually very strong. I did not realize that. Craze for War, he's doing well with the P90. He's just going to continue. Yeah, I'm not going to argue against that, but it does look like NACL is going to start off for an A take. They do like rotating mid-round, though, so anything could happen with this. They are going to throw one smoke onto stairs, and they're just holding it. It does look like their opper, which is Occlusion, is going to rotate, and same thing with their player OpJesus, but it does look like they are second guessing themselves, and that might not be the right call. Rejected, who's doing extremely well this match, is on the A site, playing at triple boxes. Craze in CT, and like I said, they're going back and forth between mid and A. They do smoke off A, so they do get the call, hey guys, you're right there, please help. Like, it's A. Occlusion gets 1 kill with the op. OpJesus does get taken down, though. Will they expect him to be in Ninja? That is the question. Rejected does get 2 kills, though. It is all down to Fallout Assassin. Will he check flank or Ninja? Fallout does check it, but can't get the kill on Rocky. And that is the 12th round for Excelsior, and it's a close game.
Yeah, this is definitely an Excelsior we didn't see in the previous map on Inferno. I guess it was just a mispick. Something went wrong in that map veto. did not have enough warm-up there. But we are going to be seeing another close game, or the first close game we've had in a while. I mean, Excelsior coming back in the end, although this game has been close since the beginning. We're going to be seeing another buy round here. Alano moving into mid here to try to find out occlusion. I believe they know he is there. Not going to be able to pick up anything, and he actually spots out Alano and sees a rifle barrel there. Damage being dealt, trying to pick up that trade desperately. Well, occlusion will be able to escape with 59 HP. And JCJR8's life in his hands. 4 versus 5 now. Excelsior have the man advantage. Only down 1 round now. If they win this, they will tie it up 13-13.
Very close.
That was so close to dropping down Alano, or at least hitting him through that wall there. And it looks like they are going to be moving towards that B site there. The bomb moving up into apps. Oh, look at this flank from underneath. Nope, it is not. Sorry, I thought it was Pocky Panda moving up underneath. He is just on cat, however.
Yeah, they only have 1 person B. And they're pushing in.
This could be disastrous right now. NACL running out onto the site. That is going to be the call. The rotation should be coming out very quickly. Pocky Panda actually being forced to fall off of the site. And now this is going to be a retake. The bomb will be going down. That's going to be Occlusion actually getting a no-scope on the Lenoski there. 3 versus 5. Now it is going to be an early pick for Alano and Taco Trash. 2 kills for them. Alano, the only player left. We've seen him clutch before. He's going to need to find 2 more on top of the one that he just found. The timing there. Not able to spot out Rejected Galaxy. They see the bomb. And they know where Alano is. They spot him out. They're trying to get close enough and force him to a certain angle. Alano picking up the first kill. Then off the bomb, and he will get the kill. Alano there struggling to get through the window just a little bit. And looks like that is what saved, or potentially saved, Rejected Galaxy, allowing him to get the kill over that box. 13-13 as Excelsior tie up the game.
Yeah, just barely not being able to get that round for his team. Very frustrating for him. He is sitting at 26 kills. His team, around the 15 mark. I think that the big difference between these teams right now is that Excelsior has 2 players around the mark that Alano is. We have Rejected with 24 kills and Occlusion bringing it back CT side. Very strong Opera with 26. So it's a really different dynamic going on from both of these teams. NACL working around Alano, but Excelsior, they know they have Rejected, and they also have Occlusion, 2 very strong players. And as I say that, like I said, they're working around Alano. Alano gets 2, but Occlusion does get a very strong kill and actually doesn't have an op, but still does it. Gets 1 more, and the last guy's in connector. They know he's there. Rejected is tagged down to 28. Tries to nade him and has a molly, and now JC's stuck. A bit frustrated there. You can see him moving his mouse around and getting flanked from window. Crace Reward does get the kill to P90, and that's a 14 for Excelsior. They're 1 round away from at least getting overtime.
Yeah, Excelsior 1 away from overtime. It looks like we're going to be having a pause. Unconfirmed whether it is a tactical or a tech. And it is going to be a tactical pause coming out from Excelsior. 14-13. They are 2 away from bringing this to map 3, which is going to be cash. And this is, those of you who are just joining us, just coming off of front page of Twitch, coming off from wherever you're coming from. And coming from NACL. This is the NACL pick here of Mirage. NACL actually beat Excelsior on map 1, which was the Inferno pick of Excelsior. The unpause coming out. Excelsior just 2 rounds away from winning Mirage, which is, again, NACL's pick.
Yeah, and NACL having a very weak buy coming into this round. I mean, the Mac 10, 2 UMPs, a Deagle, and a Scout. We've seen this happen before, but I don't know if it can happen again. Excelsior might just get map point on this match, and it looks like we're going to get an unpause.
The unpause confirmation finally out right now. It took a little bit of time. Looks like NACL are using that to their advantage there, using that pause. And we are going to be seeing a pretty even buy, actually, if I look. Excelsior a bit in favor there. Oh, actually a lot in favor. I completely misread that. I thought that was an SMG. I looked at that wrong. I thought there was a UMP over there for whatever reason. But no, Excelsior definitely have the advantage in this buy here. SMGs, a Deagle, and a Scout on NACL. You know, they could work with it. We've seen them work with it before. But against the rifles and Crazy Wars P90, which has been doing so much damage and racking up so much money for him.
Look at their setup. They actually have one player in underpass and one in window. They can rotate to A very quickly.
Oh boy. Yeah, this is definitely a setup favoring the A site here. Graze for War, the only player on that B site. And we're just sitting at a stalemate right now. These players looking for something. Lenoski shaking his mouse right to left. Not liking their odds in this. Warming up the flick at least. And they're going to be moving out right now. Here comes the push. Trying to find something. Rejected Galaxy. Not going to find anything right now. He will find one in the end. As well as Pocky Panda. The CT, the cavalry has arrived. 2 versus 2. This could go either way. Lano, the only player left, will pick up one. The only player now, Craze for War with the P90, will pick it up. Excelsior on map point.
Wow. Yeah, that was extremely close. Seeing a bit of frustration. Can't hear them in game, luckily, but seeing a bit of frustration coming out of NACL. Rightfully so. This actually might go the reverse. It might be 16-13 for Excelsior, and then 13-16 for NACL on the maps, but we're just gonna have to see what happens. NACL with a decently strong buy, but pretty much no utility. They have 2 smokes and 1 flash, all AKs, and 1 FAMAS. Excelsior, they have full utility other than Op Jesus. It's gonna be interesting to see how they do on this map. Craze for War just jump spotting, making sure that they cannot push B without him throwing that molly, which will really slow them down. And they're either going to have to push through it or not push at all. And if they're taking this slow, if he throws that molly at 45 seconds, it's going to be a tight round if they try to rotate. Does look like they are going to be lining up their smokes very shortly. Craze for War is so ready. They're going to throw their smokes at 1 minute. They throw it over. Craze for War throws the molly, and that is a strong one. They're calling for the push through the molly. Craze for War gets 1. He gets 2 through the smoke! And then Delano, he was such a strong player for their team. They get him through smoke, and it looks like it's going to be 16-13, and it is. Excelsior picking up Mirage for 16-13, the reverse of the first map, and we're going to go to cash.
16-13. This is, like you said, exact scoreline as the previous map, although the teams have switched 1-1 now, as we're going to be waiting. Oh, well, we're going to be waiting for the next map to load up, which is going to be Cash. And that map will decide which one of these teams comes out victorious, which one of these teams is on top, as we wait for the map to load. 1-1 is the map score.
Yeah, going to be very interesting to see what happens this map. Hopefully, the teams have a very close knife round. Always good to see that. And it's awesome to see it go into a third map. These teams are extremely close in skill. I definitely think that mostly we see this in the semifinals and finals, but already, I mean, it's the pre-quarterfinals and pretty much the group stages, and we're seeing teams like these two, where their players, I mean, it's 16-13 for both maps. That's just super, super close. I think the last time we had a series that was that close was actually the finals in Season 1, which was fall, where it was the Trojans versus, I think it was Gooey's team. I forgot the exact name, but it's definitely a close match, and we're just going to have to see how this works out.
Yeah, it's 100% going to be a close game. This is the end right here. There's no map after this. The winner of this map will advance to the quarterfinals and will become one of the top 8 to qualify and pick up a spot in the national finals, which will be happening this summer.
Yeah, all these teams definitely want to qualify for that, especially since they only have one more season after this one to qualify for nationals, and obviously they're fighting for a part of the prize pool of V points, and they're also fighting for first place, where you get a paid bid in nationals. Very important, and we will be hopefully having an amazing tournament there, and these teams definitely want to qualify for that. It's group stages, like we said earlier, if you were not there. This is a one loss elimination, meaning the team who loses this, even though it's the group stages, will be out of the tournament and will not play until next season. And that's obviously going to be very rough for either team. So both of these teams are going to have to work very hard. They're both very good, and I think that they definitely have the chance to make it to the quarterfinals, qualify for nationals next season, but it's going to be rough, and it's definitely a lot better to get it out of the way right now.
Yeah, definitely a relief for teams to be able to win in this season or earlier seasons. They guarantee themselves a bid, and then just have a more relaxed season following to, play whatever bonus prize money they are able to pick up. It looks like both these teams are ready, so we are on the countdown for this game to start. Guys, once again, my name is Ren Wright. Joining me is going to be Thomas from HSEL. This is map number 3. NACL versus Excelsior, round of 16 of the HSEL Winter Major. This is season 1, and we are in the finals right now, the playoffs, round of 16. We are getting to the knife round, which, again, for those of you who are unaware, again, coming in, this determines which side they will start on. The winner gets to choose either CT or T.
Does look like there's maybe a bit of confusion again, but nah, they're all going mid.
Yeah, all going mid. It looks like it's going to be a bit of a stalemate. He's immediately boosting up into position. Kind of forcing NACL to come to them. Hopefully somebody does something soon, because knife rounds last quite a bit of time. There's no expiration to them.
Yeah, definitely. This config, 60-minute knife round, so hopefully these teams can get it over with.
Oh! And there was an example right there. Crazevor missing the first left click and causing him to go down. Exactly what we talked about, having to land both. It looks like it is going to be Excelsior picking up the knife round yet again.
What a good start for them. Definitely needed that to make sure that they get this side. It's going to be interesting. They actually are going to opt to go CT, even though both games we've seen that their CT side, in my opinion, isn't as strong as their T, but it's cash. It's slightly CT sided. They just chose what, is normally the better side, and we're going to get into this match very shortly. It's gonna be interesting to see their buys. Both of these teams definitely love buying utility. They're very, very good with that. They don't instantly just buy all armor, but we might see that this match. And T side, they do have 4 armor and Taco with a P250. And on Excelsior side, they actually only have 1 player with armor, which is off. So gonna be a very interesting round. They are gonna lean towards the ace site. Interesting that Taco didn't buy a smoke for the cross, but they're going to start taking it very slowly. And look at Op Jesus, he's actually in Squeaky. This might be the round-winning play, but Alano's watching it. He knows. He's slowly creeping up. He gets 1. He misses the shot on the second. They know he's Squeaky. They're going to have to start pushing out. Praise for War has a molly, and now they're held back. And this is a disaster. Rocky Panda is pushing into mid. Linoski gets the kill, and now all the NACLs have to rotate out with a 2-man disadvantage, and that is just terrible. But this might be a hard misplay from Excelsior as well. They're all running to B, and there's no one there. They do have one quickly in Ven, which is Pocky, but he is super low. Occlusion gonna peek out, just instantly headshotting him. He actually gets another one, and gets a third, and Occlusion with such a strong hold. Pocky accidentally killing himself, but It's okay, and Excelsior wins the round. There's no one to be to hold it, but it works out in the end.
Yeah, it definitely works out in the end for them, and we are going to be seeing the Excelsior buying up the SMGs. Not going to be seeing a scout coming out from any player there like we've been seeing in the previous two maps. NACL on the upgraded pistols and some armor. Going to be moving towards the B-side. It's going to be a fast play running through the molly. Grenade. Looks like you're not going to be finding anybody, although look at this. NACL picking up 2 kills, and suddenly they have control of that site. As well as an SMG in Alano's hands. And he's doing work with it. Will go down eventually.
If they had a nade, they could end this right now. If they needed sight. They sadly don't.
Yeah, unfortunately no grenade for them, so they will have to go for the gunplay. Only one player left. He's going to be picking up 2 for himself. He spots him out. What's going on? He's going to be able to pick up the kill in the end as Onoski.
Yeah, he ran out of ammo, I'm pretty sure. Pocky actually had to reload his gun. Didn't know if he should reload it or switch to his pistol, but in the end he does pick it up. And wow, what a close round. So we are going to get into the third round. Going to be interesting to see if he keeps the UMP or not. NACL actually can't buy, so he should keep it. Does look like they do semi-know that they're going to be on a weird buy. 2 AKs, a Galil, Deagle, and a Scout. They are going to force into this. They think that they need that round, and Pocky accidentally forgetting to buy utility, actually not playing mid. Luckily no one's there. And they're going to be gravitating towards the A site. It does look like Jesus was thinking about pushing Squeaky, but doesn't do it in the end, which is very good call from him, as they do have 2 people in Squeaky, and that could have been a very bad play. Does see one in A main, misses the spray on Lana with a very good opening, and I think they're just going to start pushing out. Go up to Craze for war with an MP7, not a strong gun, and like I said, he dinks him, but still can't take him out. MP7, not the strongest gun in the game. Pocky does get a kill, and they are going to nade site. That is going to do quite a bit of damage, but Alano and Occlusion both being full blind. Very awkward gunfight, but it's all down to Occlusion who gets taken out, and Alano with a 3K, winning the round for his team pretty much, and that's an ACL forcing up and getting the round back.
Yeah, the beginning of the round going so well for them. It's going to be 2-0 for Excelsior, although NACL picking up the first round for themselves. And it is going to be looking very much in the favor of NACL, as we're going to be seeing 4 pistols for Excelsior. An M4 on Pocky Panda there. Could do some damage, although how much will it do? Alano actually spotting the players boosting in the shroud spot, so they're going to know exactly where Op Jesus is, and most likely here, Craze for War. Yeah, he definitely hears him, especially with that suppressor coming off, or on, whatever he was doing there. It's going to be a good opening kill. For whatever reason, they didn't check his shroud spot immediately. It's not going to matter. They get the kill there. 2 versus 2. Occlusion on 8 HP. Both these players on USBS, so this is pretty much over. There it is, 2-2, NACL. Alano picking up the kill to tie up the game.
Yeah, very interesting round coming out. And Pocky bought the M4 because even after he bought it, his entire team would have had the same economy. He either would have had a bunch of money this round or the same economy as his teammates this round, and he opted to have the same money as his teammates. And just hopefully see if it works, but nothing working out so far. Only person to get a kill was Off Jesus, rejected very close, but not able to. And that's just that's a third round for NACL, winning 3 in a row, and Excelsior, after having the pistol round advantage, just throws it out.
Yeah, NACL there picking up the round, like you said, taking the advantage. And just a little bit of information about where this game's going to be going. The winner of this game was actually going to be facing Titans, who I believe is the #1 overall seed, or at least one of the top seeds. They placed first in the region, so it's going to be very interesting to see, and it's going to be a very good game to follow tomorrow. As that again is one of the top seeds here. Fallout Assassin getting a good opening kill, making it a 4 versus 4 for that team. Trash spotting out Jesus, although he's going to be getting the kill. Excelsior just mowing down the NACL players. 3-3 as Excelsior are not willing to give up that lead quite yet.
Yeah, definitely an interesting round and very good from Excelsior, making sure that they don't lose that advantage and they tie the game back up. Jesus having a very good game. Same thing with Taki. Does look like Occlusion rejected and Craze having a bit of a quiet game, but as I say that, Alano with an amazing pick in mid, and it does look like Craze with a scout is gonna go back in. They are gravitating even with the bomb towards a site. Taki in a good position, peeks out, and Alano gets a second pick with the off. Noski gets another one on B. Actually full flanking, Crazy stuff. He either has to push in or he's gonna die from flank. They do get a single kill though, Occlusion, and they're stuck. Does look like their NACL is actually rotating all the way back out. Occlusion missing the shot, and now it's all down to Craze for War. He's stuck on quad, and Bomb's gonna start planting on B. There's nothing he can do. There's pretty much no time for him to retake, so he knows he's just saving this gun. Does look like Lenoski is slowly pushing out. He might ooh. He just barely misses, and that is not good. They know exactly where Craze is, and they're gonna start hunting him down. They know he has an off. They know he's saving, so gonna be interesting to see if they can pick him off. He is gonna go all the way into T spawn, and he misses another one. He misses another one. This is not what they need. They're gonna push out. He gets one. Can he save this? Bomb is still ticking down. It's not even the end of the round. And it does look like they're just gonna play it safe. They don't want to die again. And, ooh, just barely doesn't die. Craze does save it, and that was close.
Yeah, very close there, although Craze for War able to hold on to that AWP. We'll stay on him. It looks like he is going to be holding on to it for this round. And that is going to be really the biggest defining factor of whether or not Excelsior will be able to hold on here. The NACL are going to be on 4 AKs and an AWP. JCJR8 lacking a bit on utility, although plenty of utility on the rest of the players there, especially when compared to what Excelsior has to work with in terms of grenades. JCJR8 trying to find one in mid. He's not going to be able to find it. Projected Galaxy. He'll pick up the first opener there.
That might do it. Ooh.
Could do it here, although Alano saving the flank from behind. And right now, it looks like it is going to be a B push. These players are pretty much all rotated. Only one anchor on that A site. And Excelsior actually coming out on top here. Only 2 players left. Alano on that AWP and Fallout Assassin on that AK-47. Trying to find something. 3 versus 2. Grace sitting up inside fence. Looking for a kill. They're going to be running right into Pocky Panda. He's going to be missing. He's actually going to be able to pick up one. That could be the defining factor. He did what he needed to do. Picked up at least a single kill. And they know now where Fallout Assassin is. And they should have seen where he's going. And Craze for War. Going to be sitting and he's going to be able to pick up the kill. 4-4 now as Excelsior. Again, they are not letting that lead go. They are at least going to hold on to the tie in this game.
Yeah, I mean, look at Alano. He's 14-5. I mean, it's just crazy how much work he's doing. On Inferno, almost got the 40 bomb, and we're 9 rounds in, and he's already at 15 on cash. I think he also top fragged on Mirage. Just, I would say the strongest player in this entire series by like a decent margin, but Excelsior making sure they can hold it down. Rejected. going from 2 to 5 to 5 to 5 with an amazing hold on B, getting 3 kills and forcing him to rotate out right into Pocky. It does look like they are going to be towards A. Lenoski holding A main, he's not even going to peek it yet. But as I say that, Occlusion with the AUG gets a kill. Op Jesus gets a kill, and it's a 3v5 already. This is going to be a rough time. And right as I say that, Craze with an amazing molly. Lenoski was like a second away from nading out and taking A, but the molly forced them back. And right after that, they just thought, I don't know if we want to do this, and they don't. They're rotating back. They get Pocky, but do they know that Op Jesus is also there? He's missing his shots. He has to hide. He misses shots on him as well. Gets 1. Almost gets 2, and he gets taken down, but it is a 3v2. They still have the advantage. Alano trying to bring it back for his team. Occlusion holding A main very far. Alano might peek back in, but Occlusion actually rotates back out. And
what's going on?
does look like Alano is going to take A. They hear the nades. Occlusion slowly pushing in. He should hear him to the right, but he doesn't. Alano might have the chance to catch him off. He's not pushing out yet. He's just sitting in the smoke, and he gets spammed through by Rejected. But that was very scary. If they didn't realize he was in the smoke, he might have been able to go through and kill a couple people.
Yeah, that could have been a deadly there if he had gone through at the right time. Would have been able to pick up 1, and from there, who knows what he would have done. 1 versus 3. We've seen him 1v5 ace. That's how they won the first map. Alano on an eco round. Aced and then defused with less than a second left. If you guys missed that, definitely be sure to check that out on YouTube when this match becomes available. But we are going to be coming into this next round as Excelsior holding on to a slight lead here. It's been so back and forth on this map. The closest by far out of these 3 that we've seen.
Definitely. The teams on this map just can't seem to string rounds together. The only big one was the NACL team getting 3 in a row.
Yeah, NACL getting 3 in a row, and other than that, I mean, it's been completely back and forth. Excelsior picking up 2 in a row for themselves in these previous rounds, although playing it so slow is going to be NACL. They want to see if they can find a pick, especially being down a man and only having an AK to work with. Other than that Deagle and that Tech 9, it's not really going to be doing them too well. Unless they were able to find some sort of opening, they do some damage. Rejected Galaxy drop down to 28 HP, although Occlusion not going to be letting anybody push up. Dropping down 1. Rejected Galaxy picking up 1 for himself as well. Picking up number 2. Will he be able to pick up number 3? They know where he is. Occlusion is pinning him down with that AUG. Craze for War will be the one to pick up that final kill, making it 6-4.
Yeah, Rejected Galaxy, geez, he's having such a comeback in this match. He was, I think he was 2 to 5 at one point. Hasn't died since then and got that 2 all the way up to 9. Very pivotal for him to be working with B-site, making sure he can trade out Occlusion as much as possible. And Occlusion, he's just not feeling the off this game. He let Craze for War do it, and you know, he's doing well. 6 kills and 7 assists. Crazy amount of assists there. But it's definitely making Rejected Galaxy's life a lot easier. Only needs to get 1 shot. As I say that, geez, that kind of scared me off. Jesus gets taken down by Alano, trying to flank, trying to get an early pick, but just not possible. It's down to Pocky, who peeks it out, and that's not what they needed. And it looks like it's just going to be in hold. Unless Craze for War can hit some insane shots, it's possible, but he mollies it. Can't hit a shot. They're on site. They're going to peek out. He misses another. This might be it, and it is. He gets flanked from mid. Galaxy gets 1. He actually gets 2. He almost gets the 3rd. It's possible. But he just barely can't get it. Occlusion getting 1 more in it, and Alano's on 6 HP. It's possible for him to clutch this. It's definitely could happen. We've seen some amazing plays coming out of these players. Alano's pushing all the way up to truck. He doesn't see him. They know he's highway now, and this might be it for Occlusion. He's trying to play this so smart, but it's so hard when you have Alano and the bomb ticking down. And Alano's going to be holding truck. He's going to shoot him down, and that's the round for NACL. Alano with a 4K and Rejected almost just barely not clinching it for the team, and that's a 5th for NACL.
Yeah, round number 5 for NACL. This could be another tie game coming out, depending on how this goes. It looks like it is going to go pretty much in the favor of NACL. Only rifle in the hands of Excelsior is going to be that M4 on Craze for War. Other than that, it's 4.57s. And there goes one of them.
Jeez, what a shot. He's 21-7 now.
Yeah, 21-7, as we're going to be seeing another 5-7 go down right now. As the M4 on A on the check position is going to be holding down as well as he can, although 2 players coming out of Squeaky will take that site. He gets the bomb down. A little bit of damage going out to Alano, but not enough to make much of a difference. And JCJR8 is going to be going down eventually after picking up 1. 2 versus 3 now, going a bit better than expected for Excelsior. Actually going a lot better than expected.
Wow.
Craze for War just mowing players down right now with this M4, just doing so well. You should have a general idea of where these players are sitting. Alano escaping in A main. Another one for Craze for War. And he's going to need what I believe would be the ace. He's going to find it. Was that an ace?
Does he have time?
That was an ace.
That was an ace. Does he have time?
I think he does.
Oh my gosh. The buy around Craze for War's M41S works out, and he gets an ace to win the round for Excelsior to make sure that NACL can't tie it up, and that is just crazy. Wow, alright. So this looks like NACL, because of that round, has very odd economy. They can't lose this round, or else they will be giving Excelsior 8 and making sure that no matter what, they win the half. They are going to be levitating slightly towards the A site. They do have some mid presence. It looked like they were going to boost, but they actually do. Alano's holding mid with a scout. Will Up Jesus peek it. Alano's so fast, he hits him, and actually only takes, like, I would say 21 points of damage, and almost kills Occlusion as well. What a shot by Alano. He's 22-8 right now, and it's not even halftime. If he keeps the score up, he's going to get like 45 to 50 kills by the end of the game if it goes for the full 30 rounds, which is crazy. Craze for War does get a kill, and all of a sudden, JCRA and Fallout also get one, and it's down for a 3v4. Op Jesus is tagged as well, so it's going to be a really rough match. Especially since NACL has a very odd buy. It's going to be very interesting to see what Op Jesus can do. If you're spectating him, you can see him actually shaking a bit. Doesn't want to mess it up, and he does. Accidentally peeks too wide, and Alano knows it. He gets the kill, and it's up to Rejected to hold B, all by him lonesome. He's been super pivotal for them doing as well as they are this match. Will he be able to do well? And he does. He gets a 2-man spray down. That just might be enough. Craze for War is rotating in. And what a spray down. This might be the round-winning play that they needed. It's Taco, Trashkin, and Lenoski. They're both... Lenoski's 5-9, and Taco's 2-9. They're not doing well this match. Craze for War jumps down, he gets one. It's a 1v1. Lenoski's back sight. He's tagged down. Craze for War needs one more bullet, and he gets it. And that's another round. Rejected with such a good 2k spray down, and Craze for War with an amazing 3k and a 2k retake. And Excelsior get the 8th round. That was scary after a while, but so many good individual plays coming out of Excelsior. Definitely a lot different from Inferno, and we're going to be seeing an 8-5 game so far.
Craze for War coming out clutch after clutch. I mean, he went from an ace to a 3k, clutching both rounds in a row here, and we're seeing just fantastic plays from him. He wasn't too far up there in the previous maps, but this map he's waking up and he's doing so much damage.
Yeah, 12-6.
Yeah, 12-6. So we're going to be moving into this next round. The bomb moving towards the A site. Oh, but Jesus, pushed up into Squeaky there. He's not going to be going too far with it, however. Doesn't want to be caught out immediately. But if he pushes up enough, this could be something. These players are at potential to be caught out by him. He hears that scope inside of A main. But he's going to actually be falling back, not going for the risk.
Ooh, what a shot.
Yeah, what a shot from him. Able to pick up that crisp headshot as we're going to be seeing Craze for War. The only player left on the site. He picks up
Ooh,
one.
gets one.
Looking for more. They know where he is. He's not playing this too dangerously. He's going to be picking up number 2. Number 3 is that potential. He's not going to find it. Yes, he will, actually. It's going to be picking up number 4. Craze for War. This man is on fire.
Yeah, what an amazing individual play. This entire match, he's up to 16-6, and it's up to JC to clutch this round out. It's possible they're both tagged extremely low. And even though Craze gets a 4K, it might be not enough. But it is. And
Say he gets a 4K, that's another ace for him.
yeah, he went from an ace to a 3K back to an ace, and he's catching up to Alano. Alano's 22-10, but Craze for War 17-6. And just what a strong round. That is just crazy.
Yeah, Craze for War. Just absurd.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could say he does have a craze for war. He's just going in there and getting as many frags as he can, and it's working out. And we might see Excelsior with double digits. NACL with a very weird buy. He might actually wallbang him. Fallout comes out, but he's holding it. I don't know if they know he's there. Oh, just barely can't get the spray, and this actually might be a 9-6 half because of that. Solution does get one, but it's not enough. Alano is tagged down. Same thing with Taco, but not by much. But as I see that rejected, very clean headshot. Op Jesus flanking, another really good shot. And another one, he actually gets 2 shots, and it's down to Linoski. Can he clutch 1v3, and he can't. And that's a double digits half from Excelsior. Definitely almost as good as the Inferno half. They're gonna have to keep it up if they want to win.
Yeah, Excelsior 10-5, and on their T side, which this series they have been not the strongest on. You know, they only were able to pick up, I believe it was 3 or 4 rounds. I forget exactly what it was. I believe it was 3 rounds on their CT side, Inferno. Which,
no, it was 4.
Is it 4? Okay, yeah. It was 4.
Yeah.
Okay, so 4 rounds on their CT side, Inferno. They're able to bring it back at the second, their T side, and bring it really close, ending at 16-13. They won Mirage, and right now they are popping off, doing so well. We're going to be coming right into the next half here in the longest 10 seconds of our lives. It tends to happen. It's, you know, the eBots unfortunately hosted on a French server, as ours is going under maintenance right now. So we are hoping to have it on an American server soon. The Counter-Strike server is American, but the eBot, you know, the web's panel is not at the moment, so you get some lag. The first round of every game, for whatever reason, it lags, but you know, other than that, it's all good. The second half is live, so we are going to be getting in 10-5 Excelsior, up 5 rounds on NACL, an immediate pause coming out from Rejected Galaxy. Oh, just kidding.
Yeah, it looks like they are going to unpause.
I assumed that was going to be some kind of tech pause that resolved itself right as they went for the unpause. So, yeah. The unpause will come out. That's a just kidding pause right there, so...
Oh, they need to pause it again.
Alright, we're just gonna... I'm not really sure what's going on there. I assume it's a tech. Oh, okay, so it's gonna be a tech.
Yeah. Interesting game. I mean, I think that I definitely don't want to single out players, but the individual performances on Excelsior are very, very good so far. Their worst player going 7-12, which is Pocky Panda. I mean, definitely still not a bad score, definitely contributing. But if you look at on NACL, Taco Trash, 2-12.
He's living up
Definitely.
to his name as of right now. I hate to say it,
Wow.
but I hate to say it, but you know, on this map in particular, you know, he did well before, but he needs to pick it up. 2-12 is not the way you want to go right now.
Yeah, we've seen players come back, but he's definitely gonna need to step it up if he wants his team to have a chance to get into the quarterfinals and qualify for nationals. And as I say that, Jesus, NACL just gets 2 instant headshots, and that's already a 3v5. Taco Trash is flanking. Does look like he's lagging a bit, but I don't think that's the problem. Sees one, gets one. Almost gets the second. Can't. Craze Reward is spraying him down, but just barely can't. Does get an important kill. That's exactly what we needed for him. And now it's all down to Op Jesus, who's actually all the way into A main. I don't know if they're gonna expect this. They will, actually. He saw him, he just didn't register, and Op Jesus is slowly clearing stuff out. They have Bomb. He's gonna have to 4K to win this.
Yeah, he's gonna need the 4K. Right now it's not looking too great. Only with that Glock. That being said, it is a pistol round, although Lano spots him out. This is the last player he wants to be fighting. And the last player he wants to be fighting, that wasn't English, and for that reason, 10-6, NACL pick up the pistol round.
Yeah, they definitely needed that to have a very decent round advantage, and not a round advantage, but some velocity, you could say. So, pretty good. And definitely could have come back fully. We've seen teams do it before. It might happen again, but looks like Excelsior, they thought they were going B, but they're just gonna take mid now, which only has Alano there, which is probably not the player you want to peek, but it's not really working out. Alano's just completely destroying them so far. Now on a full eco, there's not much they can do. Craze for War does get a kill, very important. He actually just gets the second on Lenoski. Alano gets another one, and Craze for War only has 2, but Alano just stepping it up yet again. He's gonna be peeking, and Craze for War just barely can't get the spray down. That's a 4K for Alano, and that's a 2K for Craze on a full eco, but NACL picks it up.
Yeah, NACL picking up the round there, slowly bringing themselves back into this game. Excelsior is not going to be able to run away with it quite yet, and NACL aren't going to give up that easily. We are going to be seeing, actually, a buy coming out from NACL versus the Eco of Excelsior, only having a P250 and a Tech 9 in their hands. Although, as I say that, it's sort of working out. A trade coming out on both sides, although NACL aren't going to let that work for long. Only player left is going to be obliterated by ECTs.
Yeah, with a strong performance, I think Alano, yeah, he's almost at 30 again. I mean, just such a strong performance. We still have 12 rounds left in the game, but already at 29-11, you know, there's different levels on playing skill, but he's definitely, I'd say, on the shot up level in this match, just completely decimating so far. But there's definitely Craze for War, who's going 20-10, which is also a really strong performance. But we're gonna get into this round. It's 10-8. NACL has the potential to tie this score all the way back up, and it does look like they're gonna go for an A. They do the cross smoke. Craze boosts off. They open the door, and Craze gets balding. Lenoski gets a kill, but traded out. So does JC, and it's a 3v3 after plant. It's not too bad. They accidentally double molly it, but it's not the worst. They do have a super quick flank, though. Taco missing the shots. Oh no! He does get him, though, in the end, and it's going the way of a teammate for NACL. That was scary for Taco. He's definitely missing shots for a second there, but in the end, he does pick it up.
Yeah, picks it up in the end there, was struggling. He actually got saved by his teammate at Truck, if you saw that.
Yeah.
He ran out of ammo, and that team was pushing. He would have obliterated them, but got shot in the back by, I'm not sure who it was on ACL, but it was somebody who saved his life. By coming out from Excelsior, it's not the greatest. It's going to be only a single AK with a bunch of SMGs, 2 P90s, a UMP, and an MP7 there. Taco Trash looking for something, isn't going to find much, as the entire T side is just going to run him down. Up Jesus looking for something. Not going to be able to find it.
Yeah, I think Excelsior is doing the, excuse me, very well-known strat. Uh-oh. Looks like we do have another random player joining, but it does look like they're doing the well-known strat of find the bomb site where the worst player is and go there all the time, but we don't know. And as I say that, Craze gets another kill, and it's down to JC, who's tagged down to 13, and this is not good.
Wait,
Does look like we do have a random player joining, but it doesn't matter. He is not in this round so far. JC going through vent, holding it. If Craze peeks it right now, he hears him. He knows Craze should be peeking. He knows he's there. I don't know if he called it. He did. I don't think he did, but it's there, and we're going into an 11-9. This is closer than it should be. Looks like we have to pause the match to kick a random player. So
did he leave?
Good.
Where is he?
I don't know.
He left. Okay.
Interesting. There might be a small exploit in the game that would let that happen. And as we say that, he joins back.
He's back? Oh.
He's back. 9.3 hours. I do think that it's an exploit in the game.
We'll
with
be right
some
back,
sort of
guys.
cheat.
Alright, it's paused.
Can they hear us?
No.
Okay. Dude, what is up?
Dude, this has happened before.
Yeah, I know. I think it's I legitimately think that there's a cheat that does this, because every time it's a cheater or someone with like 9 hours. Like this.
Yeah, no, it's every time. Okay.
Alright. Yeah. He just got that. Alright. Interesting.
Alright, we're coming back.
Alright.
Alright, everybody, we're back. We are back. We took care of that issue.
Sorry about that, folks, but we are back and we're ready to get back into this match. 11-9 in favor of Excelsior. And they're both on a bye. This is going to be a very important round for either team to win. But it does look like Excelsior is going to go for an A take. Looking at the score quickly, Craze for War 21-11, Alano 30-12. Super strong players from both sides. And we're just gonna have to see how this goes. Alano gets a pick on in mid with an AUG, and JC's holding it. Excelsior is holding it as well. He's all the way up, but he gets taken down, and they can't trade it yet. And Lenoski gets one as well, and that's not good. Hockey doing work in mid, but it's down to a 1v3. We've seen Craze go insane. We've seen him make these plays, but right now he's definitely not going for a super aggressive play. Lenoski is, though. Lenoski, if he peeked Lenoski there, that might have been an instant kill. But it does look like they're all rotating. This might be a 1v3 retake, actually, for the CTs. If he pushes out and plants right now, he has the chance to catch all of the CTs off. Lenoski is watching it very slowly, though. It's definitely possible this round. If Craze clutches this, this would be an insane round for him to win, but the positioning from Lenoski is going to make this very hard. Craze flashes out, Molly's out, now they know where he is. Alano's holding it with the AUG, and he's just going to get sprayed down, and that's a 10th round for NACL.
Yeah, NACL picking up round number 10 there. Very good for him. Very good for that team, sorry. As we are going to be coming into round number 22. NACL only one round away from tying up the game. And suddenly, Excelsior are struggling. Out of the 6 rounds we've had in this half, they have only picked up a 1. So they really need to figure out exactly what's going on and fix it relatively quickly, or else this is not going to be looking good for them.
Yeah, they're taking A very often, and I don't know if I agree with that, especially since that they know that Taco is playing B, and I'm not saying that they should just go there every round, but it's definitely a weak point that they should be abusing a bit more often. But It does look like they're actually gonna start doing that now. Alano's holding it. He's gonna instantly headshot Grace for War. What an insane shot. Really topping off this match with 34 kills. It's trades back and forth, and it's down to Pot and Op. Op with a Tech 9. He's actually on full flank. This is possible. It's a 1v3. He hears them going around. He's just waiting for them to peek. I don't think any of them are watching it. No, they're not. They do molly it, though. So he is going to have to go down. I don't know if they heard him. But Fallout Assassin peeking CT, holding for truck. And I think they know he's not peeking yet. It's been a long time.
Is there another random player in the server right now?
Probably.
Oh wait, no, never mind. That's you, okay. I forgot your name's KH. I got scared. I got scared there. I was like, I was about to be so angry because the server is on password and it's randomly generated for every single match. So it's not like people have this password. Because oh man, you scared me there.
It's alright though. NACL picking up the 11th round, and Excelsior, they need to figure out what's going wrong or they're gonna lose. I would take attack, but I don't know if they have any attack pauses left. I think they still do, so I think if they lose this, it would be attack pause time, but it's up to them. They need to get some rounds on the board. They're just struggling. They had such a strong half, and they're just not finding it. They had a 10-5. Now it's 11-11. Those look like they're gonna go B, though. They catch off Taco Trash, and no one's rotating. It's all down to Fallout Assassin with the op. He's gonna have to do some insane shots to win this, but they actually get a pick on mid, and they're leaving. And that is actually such a good call. Fallout and Lenoski are both there. And JC is also slowly pushing mid. He sees Craze, takes him down. He is tagged, and they're gonna push out A. They made the call, and it's all down to JC. He needs to get this shot. Rejected with an amazing one. Dinks down occlusion, trying to get him, but he just dinks both of them, and it's a dink war. It's JC dinks both players, but actually can't finish either off. And oh my gosh!
Oh.
That shot from occlusion was insane, and now it's down to an op. He's trying to find an M4 to use, but he just can't find it. He can't find it. He has to save, and that's exactly what he's gonna do. He's gonna go into CT spawn, and that's a 12th round for Excelsior. That is so unlucky from JCJR8. He actually dinked both players down to 17 and 13. I don't know if they're gonna survive even, but yeah, they will. They left early, but it's definitely a rough match coming out from both teams. Excelsior desperately needed that round, and they got it, but they're gonna have to string together a couple more. NACL's economy is pretty bad. I mean, if you look at JC and Taco, they can't buy. The only people who can is Alano, Fallout, and Lenoski. So they are gonna buy into this, but if they lose the next 2 rounds, they're gonna be on a save.
Yeah, they're gonna be on save the next couple of rounds here. If they lose. Gonna be a push what looks like towards the B site here. Taco Trash going for the peak there from Checkers. He's not quite gonna be finding anything, trying to deal whatever damage he can. Not be able to find anything quite yet. Does a little bit of damage, although nothing too significant.
Yeah, definitely an Alano zombie, so that was a bullet dodged, you could say, getting out of there. But he knows he's actually rotating all the way back to A, which is very interesting play. He actually might get caught out. He does. He gets barely tagged down, but they know exactly where he is. Misses can't speak, some shots, but Op Jesus trying to flank, they catch him out, and he's just going out. He does not want to lose this round for his team, and this might be a 13th for Excelsior, unless Alano, who we know is a strong player, can do something about it. And it's definitely... They're slowly approaching, and Alano gets one, Taki also gets one, but he has no HP, and that's going to be a 13 for Excelsior. Strong round, and this just might be their thing, their series, but it's definitely possible for NACL to come back. We're just gonna have to see.
Yeah, NACL could come back, although it is coming down to the wire right now. This is only 5 rounds left in regulation. There can be overtime, of course. There cannot be a tie in these series. We are going to be looking at the bomb sitting towards the A site. I unfortunately missed that kill there, but
Yeah. Very nice kill. Up Jesus was boosted and got headshot instantly by Alano, but still took him out, and they're gonna be taking A, but Lenoski sprays 2 of them down.
yeah, bomb going to be going down as we're going to be seeing the 2 versus 3 retake, and these mollies are going to shut them down. Great for war on the HP. I don't think they saw Taco Trash get through those mollies. And that's going to, oh, he's going to be giving himself away! He's actually be able to pick up the kill. Taco Trash on the Pocky Panda. Not going to allow him to pick up anymore, and that's going to be 14-11 Excelsior.
Yeah.
Only now 2 away from winning this series and moving on to the quarterfinals.
Yeah, and it's definitely, you definitely have to sympathize for Alano if he loses this match. Just completely, I would say, not to be mean, but carrying NACL through so many of these matches with 30 kills, 40 kills, and they just can't seem to start winning out yet. But as I say that, Craze gets 1 kill, but JC also gets another. He might actually get Craze as well. He actually does. Gets tagged down to 50, but still gets it, and they're just holding mid. Off Jesus might have been able to wallbang, but definitely didn't know he was there. And they're gonna slowly start taking A. The only person there is Lenoski, and JC actually dies to a molly in mid. He was trying to flank fast, but it just doesn't work. And
well, he wasn't flanking. He was sitting there, and he actually got cornered by that Molotov. He wasn't able to escape.
oh no.
So that was just unfortunate there that he got stuck in that molly there.
Yeah, and that's actually really bad because all of the players rotated off of B, and Excelsior's pushing in. Alano
Good Molotov.
is in tree. Misses the shot that could have been the round-winning shot. Misses another. He's so close to hitting them. He just can't seem to do it, and it's down to a 1v3. He has to get a 3K with a scout to keep his team from letting them get to match point, and it just is not seeming possible. They have 1 in A main, they have 2 on site. He's going to have to go insane. He's going to have to go nuclear to win this round. He's getting flashed, doesn't even have a kit. He either has to take now or he's losing the round, and it looks like that's what he's going to do. He's getting out. It's going to be match point for Excelsior. Trying to get exits, but he just gets taken out, and that's 15-11.
Yeah, 15-11. We are just 1 round away from Excelsior taking the series 2-1. What a comeback that these guys have had. They played so just horrendously in the beginning of this series, getting obliterated, almost just wiped off the face of the earth. They're able to come back in the second half of that map, but what a comeback. The double reverse sweep here, making it a 2 maps, winning the second and third if they're able to pick this up. And looking at the buy of NACL, it's not looking too great for the NACL players, and it's looking really good for Excelsior. And there it is, the first kill coming out from Jesus is going to drop down JRB, and that's going to be Lenoski picking up 1, picking up 2. They may stay in this. 3 versus 3 now. Although the players be dropped down 1 by 1.
Craze for War trying to get to that 30. Pretty impossible by now if they win this, but still such a strong showing by this player, and Alano sitting at 37. You have to sympathize if they lose this. It's going to be so tilting, but gonna have to see what happens.
Such a smart smoke right there.
Yeah. It's all down to Rejected. He could win this. He's gonna get pre-fired. And they do stay in the match, just barely.
NACL just barely surviving there. 15-12, although the economy is long from broken over on the Excelsior bank accounts there. There's plenty of money to play with, and they're going to use as much as they want. Full buys coming out from both of these teams. Taco Trash actually holding on to an AK-47. Interesting that they keep it on that player. We would have expected it to go towards a player like Alano, who's actually going to be holding on to the FAMAS. But we are going to be seeing pretty much all these T's gravitating up towards the A site here. Look at this, JCJRB picking up one, not able to pick up number two. That's going to be a good opening from him. Although, as I said, rushes into smoke, and with the USPS, picks up a second, actually does some damage to Op Jesus with it as well.
But Craze for War trades it back out. He's going for the 30.
Oh, look
and
at this,
Alano's
Alano.
going for the 40.
He has the bomb.
Oh no! That is not good. Opt for Jesus. Or not opt for Jesus, to stop Jesus. Picks it up. Craze does get one. It's a 2v2. It's possible, but with Alano, it's going to be a rough one. It's going to be a rough comeback. Alano slowly pushing in. I don't know if he's going to expect them to boost. It looks like they do, and it's all down to Craze. He's going after 2v1 against Alano, who's sitting at 38 kills. Peeks out. Can't hit the shot yet. It's possible. He flashes it. This will be to win the series, and it's not possible. Alano in such a good position, and it's 15-13. This is looking shaky for Excelsior.
This goes to another 16-13. That would be insane. 3 of the same scoreline.
It's possible.
Although
the only problem is that Excelsior is low on money.
Yeah,
they're not even going to buy. They're going to have to full eco. We've seen it before. I mean, we've talked about this numerous times in the series, but it's going to be a really hard one. They have the 2 P250s and a Mac 10. None of them have armor or utility. They're just going to take A. They're just going.
They're putting everything in this round.
But it's definitely not possible. It's going to be 15-14. This might go into an overtime.
And we could see an OT unless Craze for War is able to do something, which he is not. And right now, it's going to go overtime.
Yeah, Alano, 41 kills before overtime, not even in regulation. I mean, that's just crazy to think about. If you think about that, that's, I would say, like 1.1 kills every round.
Yeah, and
that's crazy.
If this goes into overtime, I'm not sure how well that's going to fare for Excelsior. Just looking at their round history, especially on CT, it is MR3 10K. There's not much room for error there.
Totally, and it's definitely possible for them to win this round, especially with Taco getting tagged down. He might be the weak link that loses them this game, but he has been playing a lot better recently, so it's up to him. It has a molly out. He does molly it, very good molly, but it does look like he's going to get taken down. He will. Rejected throws the bomb over. And there's already 3 people there. Alano nades it. That's going to be a really good nade. Almost kills Occlusion. Down to 3. They're leaving. They're out.
Yeah, they're having nothing to do with that B site. That bomb moving up towards A. We're actually going to be seeing an engagement in mid. Oh no. This is not looking good for the HSEL players. It is going to be a 3 versus 3 retake. The bomb is going to be down. The first player in is Alano. Jesus. Oh no.
If he doesn't flank now, they've lost.
They've
lost. It's over. Unless... Yeah,
no.
it's over.
Yeah, it's done. That is going to be overtime.
Oh no, he tried to clear out the site. If he didn't clear it and just knew that they were all rotated, he would have been in a prime position to win, but just a bit too careful, and it's going into overtime.
Such a devastating play for these T's, and like I said, I'm not sure that Excelsior are going to be able to do this in OT. They struggled so much that second half. You know, only picking up 5 rounds. They ended it. No, only picking up 4 rounds. They ended it. No, 5 rounds because they ended 10. So only picking up 5 rounds in the second half compared to NACL, it's looking rough.
Yeah,
they picked up 10.
Totally. Yeah, and I mean, it's just this. if for the streamed matches for HSEL, I think this is actually the closest series we've seen. The only way this series could be closer is if either they all went 16-14 or they all went into overtime, and that's just crazy to think about. But we're gonna go into overtime. 6 rounds. We're gonna have to see if this works out for Excelsior. They're having a rough time, but it's possible.
Yeah, definitely a rough time for them, although possible. We saw them start to come back towards the end of that half. Both these teams on such a close level towards the end of this map, and what a map to go into overtime. The map number 3, the deciding map, whether these teams will be able to qualify for the national placement and move on in this tournament, is lying on this overtime right here.
But that molly missed, by the way. If you look at Pocky, he's trying the molly sight and headshot, but it completely misses. And that actually might catch them off. Alano is holding it, though. Very strong player. Trying to spam through, not hitting any shots yet. Trying very hard. And it does look like Craze is going to be taken down. Occlusion also gets taken down, and so does Packy, and with a 3K to make sure his team stays in the game.
4K, I believe.
What? No,
I think he had 4 kills in that round.
Wow, that was crazy.
Yeah,
And
good opening from NACL there with the 4K on Alano, and looking like did they waste all their money in the first round? I think they did. Or maybe not. I mean, the pause, it is still live. Wait, is there somebody?
Yeah.
Why? Where are they coming from?
He's cheating.
Okay, we will bring it back, but, who is it? What's his, okay, yeah, we're going to, real quick, cut this off
Might want
the
to
screen.
alt-tab because of his name,
Yeah,
by the way.
yeah, I need to get his Steam ID because, yeah. I need a Steam ID. I can't. No, I need a 64. I need to convert that ID. Give me 1 second, guys. These players are somehow getting in. The password, it is password protected. We have no clue how they're getting in. We are looking into it. There's some sort of exploit in the game that's allowing them to get in because these are password protected, so. Oh, come on.
Yeah, he's spin botting.
Can't find user ID. What? Okay.
It's because he's constantly changing his name.
What's the draw only, oh, you know, here we go. I think it's this one. Hopefully this is the right player. Yeah, it should be. There he is. Alright, sorry about that, guys. I need to revert that. Yeah. I don't know how they're getting in. We're looking into it. But What round do I need to go to? 32? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, super sorry about that, guys. It happens. We're working on it, making sure stuff like that can't happen anymore, but sadly it still does. But we're going to be getting back into this. Hopefully they will unpause it soon. I think you need to unpause it. Still think it's
Oh.
admin pause.
Yeah, probably is. If I could untab, that'd be great. No, it's them. They just have to do it now.
There we go. Alright. Looks like we're getting
Oh man,
back into this.
it's frustrating.
But NACL up 16-15 versus Excelsior. And we're just gonna have to see what happens. JCJ or AFK. That
he's
is
back.
not good. Now he's back. Okay, we're just gonna be getting right back into this. Excelsior versus NACL, extremely close match. 16-13 in favor of NACL, 16-13 in favor of Excelsior. And in this one, we're going all the way. We're going the mile, all the way into overtime. Looks like they are gonna be going towards a site. Oh, Jesus, with an amazing shot, almost threw smoke onto Alano, and that's their best player down. That is not what they needed on this round. Lenoski almost getting wallbanged. He actually gets taken out, and that's a 5v2. The Galaxy accidentally bought an M249.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly. Was that an accident?
Yeah, I think it was, and that's 16-16. Does look like this is the final round of the half, but NACL, they're on a slight eco. Their economy's actually not good. If you look at it, even though it's overtime, I think you start with 10k, right?
You start with 10.
Yeah, even with 10k, they still don't have a strong buy. If you look at their players, I mean, they have a scout. So it's gonna be an interesting round to see how this plays out. Excelsior, if they get this round, they definitely have a good chance of winning the series in overtime to make it into the quarterfinals. This is definitely shaping up to be one of the best HSEL matches.
Yeah, we've seen some very good matches before, but this is definitely a great one. Excelsior a collision, picking up 2 for himself. Actually getting the assist on the first one. That's gonna be the bomb going down for Excelsior. It's gonna be a 3 versus 4 retake for the NACL players. 2 coming up of highway. That's gonna be a good opener from Milano, although Project the Galaxy is gonna head off of Taco Trash. 2 versus 3 now.
Yeah, anything's possible. There's 2 tag down, and obviously Alana is still alive. The only problem is that they're not peeking. They know he's alive. They know he's good. Misses the shot. They're just not peeking him, and he went into the crossfire, and that's 17 for Excelsior. What a round! And this is gonna be an interesting half. I think Excelsior does need 2 more to win, if I'm correct, right? Or is it 1?
It's first to 19, so 2 more.
Yeah, they need 2 more to win, and it's possible. They have a pretty good CT half on this map, so.
Yep, very good CT half from that team in particular, but Excelsior 2 away from winning this. They just need to win 2 rounds out of it. We're just waiting for these players to ready up here.
Looks like the ready isn't working. It doesn't look like either can ready.
Please tell me Ebot didn't just die.
Uh-oh.
Interesting.
Looks like it is working. So.
I get it.
Yeah, you need to exclamation point continue.
Oh, they paused. No, they personally paused it.
Oh.
They need to continue.
Tell them that. So I don't think they know that they need to Yeah, there we go. Alright. Looks like we're good to go. Sorry about the confusion, and... No? Yeah, okay,
There it is.
perfect.
Both teams need to do it. Oh man, what?
Oof, what? Oh,
No, it's
is this
starting.
fine?
Give it a second.
Alright.
I think it should. I hope.
Having some technical difficulties.
Alrighty then. This has been shaping up to be quite the.
Maybe revert to the last round and then
Yeah, let me give me a second. I'm gonna.
just let them shoot each other in the face hole and let Excelsior win. That's what I would do.
I think I can go to.
Ah!
It should end 17-16. Let me just do this real quick.
Oh, we have another guy.
Are you kidding? Is this the same guy coming in?
No, it's another guy.
How?
His mic's screaming.
Oh. I don't know how they're coming in right now, but it's making me angry. Cause it's an they're doing some sort of exploit, so.
They are.
And it's got to be the same people working together, because it's been a flow of them. It's got to be selling on. Somebody had to have linked this somewhere. It is still not starting. Interesting.
Yeah, try reverting to the last round and.
No, it's still not reverting. All right.
No,
Interesting.
go to 1616, and then just tell NACL to die.
No, it's breaking right now. Let me see if I can stop it, and then so let me revert to that. I should be able to stop it without a restart. MR3 10K. Okay, hold on. I think I can. Yeah. This is. E-bot just broke. Alright. I think what I'm gonna have to do here, guys, is throw you guys on some music real quick. Or just throw you guys on a muted screen while we try to figure this out. We'll be right with you. All right, everybody. We are just working on fixing this. Basically, what we're doing right now is we created a new match. We're just going to have these guys tie up the game, and we're going to replicate the score in the overtime first half. So Excelsior will be up 1. Once we get that set up, we will be good to go. Oh, I forgot to remove the knife round, but that's all good. Yeah, we're just waiting for this to happen and go through. So, yeah, once this is all done, we'll get right back with you guys. Alright, just to give you a quick update on what's going on, this is what we're doing. This is what we have to be doing. We've tried everything, restoring, resetting eBot, everything wasn't working, so we are just going to do this. Luckily for us, the game ended at halftime of overtime, so economy does not matter as long as the scoreline is correct. You know, the economy would have been reset to 10K for everybody anyway. So once we get one more here, it's going to pause up, and they're going to get the score to where it was. Excelsior up one round, and we'll be able to go in there. So that's what that's happening. We're almost there, and I'll be right back with you guys when we get started. Alright guys, we're going to bring you right back into here as we are about to where we need to be, and somebody's getting banned.
Counter-terrorists win.
Oh, why did they do it? guys. We'll be right back. Alright guys, unfortunately, this is going to take longer than expected, and we are going to have to end the stream. Thank you guys for coming out, bearing with us here. We are working on resolving this issue with the server. But in the meantime, guys, we will be streaming the rest of the finals coming up in the next couple of weeks. Be sure to watch out for that. Again, very sorry. Had to end like this, but we are working on resolving the issue right now.